Hey guys, I don't know if you're like me, but I love Count the Dings and everything it has to offer. I just can't find everything I need. I know about Cinephobe, and I know about the mailbag, and I know about Bomb, but that's all we do, right, Amin?
No, we do so much more.
What?
Yeah, absolutely. If you sign up patreon.com/countthedings, you'll find a plethora of other content, fresh content, extended content, the OG pod overflow, the Cinephobe cold opens that we've taken and made their own thing to live only there, the Rewatchingtons, Bomb in its full and unadulterated cut, early drops of Cinephobe episodes, and so much more.
Said the OG pod. Now, is it new or is it old?
Mace, I'm glad you asked that. It is a new incarnation of the old OG pod.
Oh.
So it's me, Zach, Trey, Waz, Tom.
I love those guys.
Just like we always were. Going back to the True Hoop days, we're recreating that magic, recapturing it, and putting it back out. We're talking hoops, we're talking pop culture, and most importantly, we're talking for 40 minutes for free, but then another specific Patreon exclusive segment for every one of those episodes.
Funny enough about that OG pod, you're getting Tom and Trey on Mondays. You're getting me and Waz, aka Zosny, on Wednesdays. Amin's floating in between.
I'm a floater.
You never know when you're going to get Amin in those, so you got to listen to them all.
And what if I'm not sure what Mayes looks like? Because I've always thought he's a fat man with a fedora. He's got a weird voice. How can I see for myself what this Mayes character actually looks like?
It's crazy you don't know the answer to this because it's the Cinephobe Pod YouTube page.
What?
The CT5s on the Cinephobe Pod YouTube page, you can look at all of us.
You can get all the OG pods on YouTube too, at Count the Dings 1 on YouTube, at Cinephobe Pod on YouTube, patreon.com/Count the Dings gets you everything all in one feed. You can link it to your Spotify. And now enjoy the show.
Okay, you can do this.
I know. Carvana makes it so convenient to sell your car. It's just hard to let go. My car and I have been through so much together.
But look, you already have a great offer from Carvana. That was fast.
Well, I know my license plate and VIN by heart, and those questions were easy.
You're almost there. Now to just accept the offer and schedule a pickup or drop-off.
How'd you do it? How are you so strong in letting go of your car?
Well, I already made up my mind, and Carvana's so easy.
Yeah, true. And sold.
Go to Carvana.com to sell your car the convenient way.
This podcast is supported by FX's English Teacher, a new comedy from executive producers of What We Do in the Shadows and Baskets. English Teacher follows Evan, a teacher in Austin, Texas, who learns if it's really possible to be your full self at your job while often finding himself at the intersection of the personal, professional, and political aspects of working at a high school. FX's English Teacher premieres September 2nd on FX. Stream on Hulu.
Am I the Jerk is a show where we talk about real stories like my stepdad found out that I have a $4 million inheritance and tried to steal it from me when my mom died. Am I the jerk for how far I took my revenge? Or you might even see a story like this. My mother-in-law photoshopped my wedding photos to change my nose. Am I the jerk for what I did in response? So Am I the Jerk is the perfect show to put on in the background while you're driving, studying, drawing, or just chilling out. And the best part is you can send in your own stories from your own life to be featured and discussed on the show. Just subscribe to Am I the Jerk and you'll see how to do that there via amithejerk.com/submit. You can freely share the deepest secrets of your life because you can still remain anonymous when you send in your stories. So either way, subscribe to Am I the Jerk right now before you forget. We'd love to be a part of your daily routine. New episodes every day. Am I the Jerk?
When you listen to Nobody Listens to Paula Poundstone, the comedy podcast, you learn stuff.
I've been learning to throw a boomerang because this is the kind of thing that really gets the listeners engaged,
Interviews with people who will make you smarter.
Does the amount that you learn protect you from cognitive decline?
Paula, don't catch
Can't people just listen to the show? Can't they just enjoy a delightful treehouse full of information? And I think I'm bleeding.
Join us and be a nobody.
This podcast contains mature content, explicit language, suggestive situations, and partial to full frontal nudity. Listener discretion is advised. Don't let your kids listen to this.
I don't want to make a mean defensive here. And if you listened to the OG pod years ago after the live show in New York, You heard all about karaoke, and I'm not here to discuss the karaoke night.
I was delighted.
But there's one...
I was delighted.
There's one thing that Amin completely fucked up that night that I think is irredeemable.
What's that?
You started singing Buy You a Drink, T-Pain. There is a line that says Oakley Shades.
Yeah.
But you fucked up that moment so badly.
Oh, no.
I was ready to punch that line, really drive it home while you were singing.
What did I do?
You fucked up the lyric before it and then just laughed through it, and it ruined the entire... I almost wanted to put it on again.
You should have.
Because that's my moment.
You know why? You know why I didn't think of it as your moment? Because it wasn't until literally last year, I think, I discovered that the lyrics were Oakley Shades.
Yeah.
I thought it was old cliches.
That's nuts.
No, man. T-Pain was sponsored, man.
I know.
T-Pain, Lil Jon.
T-Pain loves some Oakleys, man.
Old cliches.
Yeah.
Old cliches. Yeah. Which old cliches?
That's how T-Pain spits game, baby.
There are no new cliches, are there?
Yes, there are.
What are new? Is that just patois?
Yes, patois is new cliches. Exactly.
Okay, all right. An old cliche is just a cliche.
Stand on business would be a new cliche.
Oh, God, don't say that. I didn't need examples.
You know what I discovered I don't like more than anything? I don't like...
Whites?
Oh, no. I love the whites. What are you talking about?
White men.
Oh, well... I've discovered that when old people use the new cliches, I really don't like that.
I hate it.
Like someone who's clearly older than I am say, stand on business. And I'm like, grow up, man. My dumbass kid wants to talk like that. That's my kid's prerogative. But you're fucking too old to be talking about stand on business.
I don't remember which account it was, but one of these licking all athletes' asses accounts.
Snorting emoji?
One of the people they were at, it must have been either a Lakers game or a Clippers game because it was Russ. It was in the last couple of years. And it's just a video of Russ dunking hard in warmups. And it's not like this big windmill. It's not a crazy dunk or anything. But this guy was on the court filming it as a part of the media. And Russ does this dunk that's, especially for Russ, like a 3 out of 10. We've seen Russ do some crazy shit in the air before.
Right.
And he goes, oh, that's how you feel? And I'm like, buddy, that doesn't apply. That doesn't apply. It's stuck with me for at least a year or 2 years. I don't know how long it's been, but it's stuck with me. And I still think of that every time I see Russ. And it makes me hate that shit even more. Why would that be the response? Oh, that's how you feel? It was a fucking dunk in warmups.
Oh, cliches.
That's old cliches.
God, I hate that shit.
What do you think Russ's response was?
It was nothing. I watched it. He just walked away.
Walk away.
Oh, that's how you feel? What is that? What is that?
I'll tell you what it isn't. It's not old cliches. Come on, I thought you were going to sing it again, Maze.
We kind of need that as a drop.
Yeah, it's going to be a drop very shortly, so.
Old cliches.
Now, you've seen how bad things can get and how quick they can get that way. Well, they can get a whole lot worse. So we're not going to fight anymore.
You think this dude's going to take Ed down?
MVP is going to blow Ed out of the water.
He's the most valuable primate.
You betray the law.
I'm sorry, misogynist. Men are hoes too.
You've said hoes 58 times in this episode, and I'm the misogynist?
You unbelievable, man.
Wait, you guys have notes about 9/11 for this movie?
How do you not?
Yap about this and yap about that and yap all night long. Fucking yap.
It was in my dream. That's not how I feel.
It is how you feel. It was in your dream.
Some of us like to be prepared.
How are you not taking accountability for your mind?
Because I know I'm lying. Like, I know for a fact I'm lying.
You sick little bitch.
It was awful. It was incredibly boring. It was long. It was stupid. It was horribly written. The acting was terrible. It was a huge piece of shit. You're a fraud. It's a phobe.
So everybody just be very respectful.
But he's dead now, right? So we can't make fun of him?
Is he dead? No, if he's dead, we can make fun of him. If he's still sick, we can't.
Hold on.
If he's dead, we can make fun of him.
Yeah.
I don't think we can.
Whenever I hear numbers, my head converts them into chess moves or seats at the garden.
I don't know what happened to you, man. You used to be cool, and then you got blarted.
You tried to take AIDS on me in the T-Rex episode?
That's my fault for not remembering what century I was in, bitch.
It's been a good run. Thanks for playing. proceed with the eulogy.
Me want the punani.
I don't require Ed to have a condom because I trust him.
Anthony, you're going to be busy today, huh?
Yeah, it's nothing new, Chef.
Host! I am an alcohol segregationist.
That thing's going to move up like R. Kelly.
Salute to all the old ladies around the world. I love you.
You got horses. What you need, a thoroughbred.
Sometimes my emotions are just roaring like a T-Rex.
That's a lot of pussy.
I'm not in here with you. You're in here with me.
Welcome to Cinephobe, the podcast. We break down the movies you're afraid to admit you love. I'm Zach Harper. That's me, Al Hassan. That's Anthony Mayes. Listen to us on Spotify, or we will hunt you down. We'll hunt you down on an island. Epstein style. No. But you better listen to us on Spotify.
Spotify is where you can vote in the poll, like the poll for the Madam Werb episode. Our most votes in a long time, 380 votes.
Woo.
Really?
77% phobe.
What?
23% file.
Misogynist, all of you.
It's not that bad, man.
It really isn't.
I thought it was going to be way worse.
I rewatched it. I don't know if you guys know that.
Watch that and then watch the movie next.
Yeah. Why not?
Watch next.
I love looking into the future movies and stuff like that, where you could just kind of see into the future.
Okay, Tony Medley, calm down. We get that you like time warp movies. Spotify is also where you can leave a comment, like Sam Gossett, who said,
Junior?
We're not going to gloss over Sam Gossett.
Yeah.
Hey, Lou, remember me? It's your cousin Sam. Sam Gossett.
R.I.P.
Watching this movie was the last thing I did as a single man before moving in with fiance. I will never forgive Amin for that. Great episode for the move, though.
I hope that was a typo and not you say, fiance and I are going out.
Unless
your fiance, my fiance.
Unless you're talking about fiance, Grizz's girlfriend from 30 Rock.
That's true. Yes.
That he gets married to.
It's like when people say, I took out driver when they're talking about golf.
Oh, do they say that?
Oh my God, they do. It drives me fucking nuts.
Drop the. It's cleaner.
You know who does it? Tony Kornheiser.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He's allowed because it's an old cliche.
There it is.
Oh, that's how you feel.
Wow, well done, Mace.
Reese Johnson, 26, said, this was one of the funniest pods y'all have ever done. The movie sucked, but listening to y'all made it worth watching the movie. CD said, the entire pod, damn, you guys killed it. At the time the Nikon talk started, I had to walk out of my office with other department managers looking at me as I couldn't breathe from laughter.
Nice.
We do want you to get fired. We also want you to leave reviews. Make sure you're checking out the CT5 on the show feed. You can leave us your CT5 suggestions, make your own CT5 list, and share it with us by dropping it in that Discord. How do you get access to the Discord, you ask? Patreon.com/countthedings. You get all of our extra content. You get access to sales for future live shows, for tickets.
Yes, which was amazing. Just want to say, I know it was 17 years ago or whenever it was, but CT5 Sean Astin's.
Dude.
I'm not even done with that episode. It's incredible.
I can't wait to do the next one.
Well, we already did it. We already did it part 3 also.
I'm so happy we did it. We've got so many that we lined up 10 future Sean Astins.
It's an ever-growing list. When Maze came out the gate with the fact that
Hayden Christensen,
Anakin Skywalker is a helicopter pilot and civil engineer and knows how to play the piano and a heist and a business owner, part of this bar, but is not in charge of the group.
Yeah.
That's the wrinkle right there. The fact that he's this accomplished.
He's too busy to be in charge of the group. He's got too much going on. If you have submissions, submit it. Reminder needs to be 40% or lower on the Rotten Tomatoes audience or critic score. Recently, Maze took us to Hawaii so we could do Naked Ecstasy with Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Mean had us get totally naked so we could be vengefully arrested with Law-Abiding Citizen. I had to stay cheeked up with the French Foreign Legion in Lionheart.
What?
And now it's May's turn. I wrote that like a week and a half ago. I forgot.
Little treat for yourself.
Yeah, a little treat there. And now it's May's turn again for the 1997 comedy, The Pest.
Black comedy.
Oh,
this movie.
Same note too.
Shatters all the Ope records. What was the prior record holder? Was it Homie Spumoni?
I mean, Soul Man's no treat when it comes to...
That was before the Ope meter came into existence, though.
Yeah, that's true.
It would be, though. I agree.
I mistakenly, at one point early in the movie, thought there was a different horseman.
Oh, God, no.
The Pest stars John Leguizamo, Jeffrey Jones, and Eduardo Ballerini. John is from Die Hard 2, Super Mario Brothers, Carlito's Way, Tu Wong Fu, Spawn, and repeat offender for The Fan.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Was he in The Fan?
Was he his agent or publicist or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's in the locker room talking to Attaway Bobby about business decisions.
Jeffrey is a repeat offender for Howard the Duck and How High.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Also, some child porn stuff at one point in his life.
Which is funny because he plays a...
It's not funny.
Okay, which is odd because it plays a character in Devil's Advocate who also has questionable... Remember, they have to cover up his shit.
First movie of his that doesn't start with a how.
It's like the B movie on the spreadsheet. Eduardo is from The Substitute 2, School's Out, Romeo Must Die, and 4 episodes of The Sopranos.
And 8 episodes of Boardwalk Empire.
Freddie Rodriguez, repeat offender from Can't Hardly Wait, one of Mike Dexter's crew.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
6 Feet Under, Rico.
We get Tammy Townsend, repeat offender from The 5 Heartbeats.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Ari Spears from Mad TV and Jerry Maguire.
Is this Ari Spears first?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's not in a lot of movies.
Joe Morton from T2, Speed, and repeat offender from Speed 2 Cruise Control and Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
The brother from another planet.
Charles Hallahan, repeat offender from The Fan. Tom McClayster, repeat offender from Twins and Envy. Pat Skipper, repeat offender from Predator 2. Bari Mazursky, repeat offender from The Beach Bum. Tony Perez, repeat offender from Delta Farce.
Wow.
Sheila Corsi, repeat offender from Fool's Paradise. Sean Astin. Gloria Leno, repeat offender from Legion. John Wilkie, repeat offender from Armageddon and Virtuosity.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Charles Hallahan, who you mentioned, his little run here. Space Jam, The Fan, Dante's Peak, and The Pest.
Who's Charles Hallahan? Who did he play?
He's Angus.
Oh, okay.
We definitely got to do Dante's Peak. Everyone's talking about it.
The block is hot.
Mike Ryan's texting us about it. Yeah.
The town has been put on alert many a time.
It sure has.
The pod has been put on alert.
Coming soon.
The Pest was directed by Paul Miller. He directed 8 episodes of Alf, The Wizard of Oz on Ice. I mean, you'll get excited for this. 41 episodes of Blue Collar TV.
Oh, nice.
Wow, CT5 liar right there.
What?
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
I like Blue. I used to watch Blue Collar TV.
It sounded dangerously close to Blue Collar. 53 episodes of SNL, 74 episodes of In Living Color segments, though, 10 episodes of Mad TV, then award shows and comedy specials.
Yeah.
This is the only movie. I wonder why. Oh, my God.
Grand opening, grand closing.
The Pest was written by John Leguizamo and David Barkatz. Leguizamo wrote 10 episodes of House of Buggin', which he was a co-creator for, and Fugly.
Lots of trivia on this later.
And then Katz, also House of Buggin', and 2 episodes of Ray Donovan.
House of Buggin', Paul Miller also directed most of it.
Oh, okay.
It's a House of Buggin' reunion.
Synopsis for The Pest. A Miami con man agrees to be the human target for a neo-Nazi manhunter in order to collect $50,000 if he survives.
Accurate.
Pretty spot on.
Tagline, just one. What kind of freakazoid would let someone hunt him just to collect $50,000? Next question.
Okay.
No.
It's one thing to have that tagline, but to turn it into an interview question or a dialogue, what the fuck, man?
Wordy, yes, but I'm going to allow it. I kind of like it.
You just like the word freakazoid.
No, I don't. Actually, it irritates me.
Cliches.
Oh, cliches. Yes, 20 CB, freakazoid. Oh, that's the other thing about this movie. Reference Bukkake.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, The Horseman is a race between Reference Bukkake, 20 CB, Breaking the Fourth Wall, and Ope. These 4 horsemen, that might be them, riding together.
$8 million estimated budget.
That's crazy.
$3.6 million US and worldwide gross.
Not surprising.
Saw this in the theater.
Wow.
With your brother?
Not with my brother.
Oh.
I think I was in college or high school. Either or. This is before I lived with my brother again later in life. So this wasn't in the window of movies that we saw together. I don't remember anything from it.
I remember renting it from Blockbuster.
Somehow that sounds worse than going to watch it in the theater. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. I know I paid more. I know I had to wait in line. I had to wait for a specific time, all that shit.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why, because you had all the option of any movie right there at your fingertips and you're like, that one.
Well, I was also 15, so the palate wasn't quite formed yet.
Oh.
So I've been cleansed off of barbed wire.
Let me know when that palate forms. I'm waiting.
It still hasn't been cleansed from barbed wire.
I'm waiting.
Before we jump into this movie and you listen to the rest of this podcast, The Pest is on Tubi.
Or not Tubi.
I think they fixed some of their stuff because it was not a bad watch in terms of the Tubi system.
Dude, you know me. I've been a strong proponent of Tubi's functionality. It's a great app, man. Make as many jokes as you want about the Tubi originals, which are terrible, and also not Cinephobe eligible. Don't even think of asking.
Well,
nope, we're not doing
Tubi month.
Well, I mean, you can daisy chain off of Tubi to whatever you want, so.
That's true.
I'm all right. I think you'll be delighted in what I daisy chain to. Both of you.
You usually don't have great judgment for what you assume everyone's going to love, though. So I don't know.
You betray the law!
The Pest receives 4% on 25 reviews from the critics on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
67% from the audience and over 25,000 ratings. Amin, check the positive or the negative reviews.
I'm a glass half full kind of guy, Zach. Give me the positives.
Hey, John, that's weird. That glass looks half full to me.
Wow. Now that you mention it, it is half full.
Jeff Millar of Houston Chronicle.
Kevin Millar.
This film is utterly without discipline or focus in a way that, to one's shame, one eventually finds oddly endearing.
This person got waterboarded into Stockholm Syndrome.
What?
It's literally the only positive review from the critics. So we move on to the users.
Nice.
Well, the users should have something to say.
User Chelsea R, 5 out of 5 stars. Chelsea. Oh.
Wow.
Well, supercharged that.
I did not know he was going to add that flourish because I was about to give you an SNTB. But no, I'm retracting that.
I thought he was going to say Chelsea Ropra. Somehow made it worse.
Of course he did.
You've been watching too many Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino.
1, yes. 2, I blame that Reddit post I saw at like 4 in the morning.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was at AMA for a male sex worker in Japan.
You're going to have to supercharge this, so get the thing revved up.
One of the questions inevitably was like, yo, do you take male clients? Yes, but I don't have sex with them unless there's certain circumstances that are met or whatever. And one of the questions was like, wait a second, if you're not gay, like you're totally straight, how do you keep it up with dealing with male clients? And someone responded, you take a
San Diego Superchargers, San Diego Chargers, San Diego Superchargers, San Diego Chargers.
The funny thing was there were so many responses underneath there like, what? I don't get it. And I was just fucking dying like a bingo laughing to myself.
So you love this movie, huh?
No, what? No, that's look. That's not
Chelsea R, 5 out of 5 stars. This movie is 10 out of 10. I watch this movie annually and will continue to until I die.
What?
Oof.
User Paul W, 4 out of 5 stars.
Paul Ward. No, that's not. Hold on. That's just me doing the usual shtick.
It's a ridiculous comedy in the same vein as Ace Ventura, but it didn't resonate nearly as well with audiences at the time. And for that matter, I'm not sure most audiences even knew about it. But if you like goofy slapstick humor, quick wit, impressions, and fart jokes, the Latin Jim Carrey, John Leguizamo, will deliver.
You remind me of a very young Jim Carrey.
Alrighty then. What the hell are you talking about?
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Who are you talking to? Somebody stop me!
Yes, unfortunately, as much as I want to fight for my guy like Leguizamo, this movie was supposed to be the movie that catapulted him to Jim Carrey as.
No, but he's had such a legendary career since then.
He has, but not as a leading man. This is the last vehicle other than his one-man show on Broadway where he's a leading man.
Pretty successful. You saw it.
Look, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, Jim Carrey had movie after movie after movie after movie where he was the leading man, and Leguizamo never got another one.
No, we're not doing it. I'm not naming him the next Jaime Carey.
Well, I'm saying that this reviewer did.
Whoa, what was that? Hold on.
What?
Why'd you go Jaime?
Well, because I thought he would supercharge it, but now that you've said it, now it's an extra supercharge, which he's probably not going to supercharge it.
Or he'll supercharge one, but not the other. Usually the one where I'd say it. He's like, so.
I'm okay with that.
And now that you guys are throwing out ideas, maybe I won't do anything that you guys say.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, though, what is your favorite Leguizamo performance?
Oh,
mine's John Wick.
I haven't seen that, so I'm gonna go with Benny Blanco from The Bronx.
Yeah,
Carlito's Way.
That's great.
He's ass the fuck off in that movie as someone who's a little off, comedic, but also you should be aware of.
I loved his Romeo and Juliet, the Baz Luhrmann Tybalt performance.
It's great in that too.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was the first time I probably saw him do his thing.
I see what you're saying, Zach. Like, the guy had lots of really good roles in other movies, but I think this movie was his one chance to be like, I'm a leading man. I'm a leading comedic man. He never, ever got that shot again.
I just don't feel comfortable calling him the next Jim Carrey. That's for losers.
For sure.
He's a winner.
He's had an interesting career, though.
Yeah.
His biggest hit is Ice Age.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
He's one of those guys, like when Mike Myers did Shrek.
Mhm.
It's like, well, actually, Shrek is Mike Myers' biggest movie, and that's crazy.
User Eric S, 5 out of 5. Perfectly executed. All the makings of an American classic.
All the makings.
Hello.
Eric Cinephobe.
User Marcus M, 5 out of 5.
Or Eric Cinephobe, as that guy I met at Summer Lee said. I love Cinephobe.
The Pest was and will forever be one of those movies I will go back and watch. Period. The premise is hilarious, the acting is great, and the overall vibe is something I wish I could get a sequel to. Spelled T-O-O.
A sequel?
IDK if that sentence makes sense fully. Ha 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 ha.
Perfect.
User Digital Distance R. 5 out of 5.
Ah, yes.
You know what that R stands for. Let's get it.
Oh,
future callback.
It's great. A movie about racial jokes that we can all find funny. Everyone is so sensitive nowadays. This great melting pot known as America, I think we can get over a joke.
I'm so glad we can all laugh together about the racism in this movie.
Did you guys see that Hulk Hogan beer?
I see the whole country being divided and diverse. I see this huge opening like the Red Sea party, you know, with everybody's on one side, everybody's on the other side. But I get an idea for a beer that it doesn't matter if you're a Republican, you're a Democrat, it doesn't matter what sex you are, it doesn't matter what race you are, where you're from, what you believe in. I've got a beer that's going to bring America back together, one beer at a time, and it's called Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer, brother. People are tired of being separated. People are tired of being divisive, you know. We all want the same thing. We all want a good life. We want our family, our friends. We want to have the borders closed. We want peace in the Middle East. We want food in the grocery store to be reasonable, that we can afford it. We want to make sure we don't get killed at the gas pump. And at the end of the day, we want God back in our schools and in our churches and in our life.
Wow.
All right. And then blank user 5 out of 5. It's a genius comedic classic in the same vein of Jerry Lewis, Three Stooges, or Jim Carrey. Top 10 movie from my adolescence. Got to enjoy a funny man trying to get his side hustle on while always hustling everyone and everything. LOL.
Gotta love it.
Getting his side hustle on.
Negative reviews.
Only a couple of those, huh?
Stop being a pessimist. This tank is not half full. It's half empty.
Simon Abrams of House Next Door. It pains me to admit just how obnoxious The Pest is because it has all the ingredients of the kind of guilty pleasure I love.
Almost in all the makings there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Keith Phipps of AV Club.
Phipps Plaza, Atlanta, Georgia. I was going to make a Stacey Abrams joke for the first one, and I was like, let it go. I didn't think. But now I wish I did, because Phipps Plaza is in Atlanta, Georgia.
Gladys Knight in the Phipps.
Oh.
It seems to be targeted at 8-year-old boys with attention deficit disorder.
Champagne.
It could have been more competently made by any one of them. Joe Layden of Variety.
Scott Layden.
Pick exists solely to showcase Leguizamo's wild and crazy antics, which are very much an acquired taste. Mark Savlov of Austin Chronicle.
Savlov's dog.
Pass that can of Black Flag, hun.
Nope.
Jeff Weiss of Deseret News. That was Flag.
Settle down, Himmel.
Jump back.
Fast and loose this episode, huh, boys? Fast and loose.
Quick, someone find a no pest strip or even a fly swatter or a good bug spray.
Ha-ha!
Stephen Holden of New York Times. When Mr. Leguizamo isn't doing third-rate ethnic parody, he is wallowing in scatological jokes that are so poorly prepared and executed that they make similar antics by Mr. Carey play like classic routines.
Scatological jokes. Maze, clip it. Scatman.
I'm a scat man. I'm a scat man.
I'm a scat man.
Luke White Thompson of New Times.
Looky, baby.
If you have any doubt that John Leguizamo is not funny, this movie will handily reinforce that notion. Leslie Rigolo of Film Scouts.
A Rigolo reviewer.
Careful, Seagal.
The Seagal clips, we're not going to unveil them. We're going to save them for the next Seagal movie. But we got to empty that chamber of this motherfucker talking about his upbringing.
There is not a socioeconomic, political, ethnic, or gender group that is left unoffended.
Pretty much.
That's not true.
We're all in the big melting pot that other reviewer was so happy to be laughing about.
We'll get Amin's first note, May's first note, and my first note after these messages, unless you are subscribed to patreon.com/countthedings, in which you get an ad-free episode right now. Well, really this whole time. Hey, listener, it's Zach Harper, Cinephobe. You know what time it is. That's right, it's time to travel. Film noir. And if you're going to travel, you better use your soft side luggage from away. That's all I used last month. I went to Vegas. I went to New York. I went to Hawaii. Soft side luggage away. Why? So I do the carry-on, right? Sick of checking a bag and everything. But, there's only so much you can fit in there. So I thought it might as well have been Mary Poppins' bag reference. Because I just kept putting clothes in there and shoes and everything. Toiletries. It carried it all. And it's protected. I could have checked it. Would have been fine. You know why? Because the bag is soft, but it's not sensitive. Super durable, super flexible, super expandable. That's right. And it fits so easily into that overhead. I'm going to Europe next month, first half of September. I'm going to Europe, and guess what? I want to pack light. I want to lug some giant suitcase around, some old school luggage, the wheels all wobbly. No, don't have to worry about that because I have my soft side luggage from Away. It is the best luggage out there. It's super nimble. It's super easy to carry around. You can fit so much in it. So I'm bringing that. I'm not even worried about anything else. Not worried one bit. But you don't just have to get carry-on. You can get any size you want. You can pack the biggest bag. You can pack the smallest bag. Away has you covered. They also have this high-strength nylon. That bag is tear-resistant as well as weather-resistant. Spill a little coffee in there, might spill a little water. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter one bit. It's gonna be fine. Their claim that it's gonna hold up holds up. How about that? So I know you're wondering, hey, Zach, all right, you traveled with it. You're gonna travel with it again. How can I travel with it? I dropped the ball. I don't have soft side luggage from Away. I got you. Don't worry about it. You check out the new soft side luggage from Away. Head on over to awaytravel.com/dings. That's DINGS. That's awaytravel.com/dings to see the new soft side luggage from Away. Awaytravel.com/dings.
It's producer Mays here to talk to you about Factor. It's summertime. You've got vacations. You've got beautiful weather to enjoy. You're always on the go. So you need Factor to help you meet your wellness goals. Thanks to a menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. No matter how busy you are, you'll always have time to enjoy Factor's fresh, never frozen, nutritious, great tasting, dietitian approved meals that are ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Make your day delicious by treating yourself to restaurant quality meals featuring filet mignon, shrimp, blackened salmon. You've got 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week. You'll always keep it fresh, have new flavors at your fingertips, and you can effortlessly support your lifestyle to help you manage calories, maximize protein, or simply eat well-balanced meals. So head to factormeals.com/CTD50 and use code CTD50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code CTD50 at factormeals.com/CTD50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. It's your favorite Butcher Turn podcast, producer Mays, here to tell you about ButcherBox. It's summertime, it's grilling season, and you want to maximize your time outside by the grill, cold one in hand. You don't want to be indoors at the grocery store, jostling with other customers. That's why you want ButcherBox. ButcherBox has the highest quality meat and seafood you can trust, delivered right to your doorstep, vacuum sealed. You can freeze it for later. You can cook it right now. It's a variety of high quality cuts at an amazing value, so you are always prepared. Fire up that grill and enjoy your summer afternoon. Not to mention, these savings from ButcherBox, you can't find those at the grocery store. So sign up for ButcherBox today by going to butcherbox.com/dings and use code DINGS, D-I-N-G-S, at checkout to get $30 off your first box. Again, that's butcherbox.com/dings and use code DINGS, D-I-N-G-S.
Amin, what is your first note?
This is a very 20CB movie that reminds me of high school / college, like that time. Even just seeing the poster, it took me back to a different time. And as I was watching it, I found myself very fixated on very small details that the filmmakers probably didn't think of. For example, the number of people wearing Nike gear. And this was the era when Nike was like, you know what we're going to do? We're not going to write Nike anymore. It's just going to be a swoosh on the jacket, on the shirt. That stood out to me so loudly in a way. I don't know if that communicates that. I think everyone else says, oh, so he's wearing a Nike tracksuit. I'm like, no, he's wearing a 20CB Nike tracksuit.
Maze, what is your first note?
Two-parter here. Most dangerous game month continues.
What? Most dangerous?
Game.
Got it.
And what is this Bubble Factory production graphic?
Well,
CT5 production graphics.
Let me piggyback off that, Maze. My first note, the Bubble Factory. Pretty sure that's the strip club Amin had that story about, and then Maze did the worst reenactment possible. Clip it, Maze.
Best reenactment.
Maze, we'll role play this real quick. Let's pretend that I'm Amin, and you ask me the question, okay?
Hey, do you want to dance?
No. Ask me a question about, about the story.
Best reenactment.
CT5 reenactment.
I still get compliments about that reenactment.
Hey, big boy.
I think I did a great job.
His body.
Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami.
My dumbass on that note is this Miami?
Welcome to New Hampshire.
We've got sweeping shots. We've got guys skateboarding.
Cruise ships. Beaches. 90s skater bros.
The skater bros who skate by. The second one with the ponytail. Are those Oakleys?
I feel like all of the sunglasses in this movie are Folkleys.
His are not real. I'll tell you that much. Those are gas station.
Like Leguizamos?
Leguizamos, yeah.
But they're inspired by it, right? They're trying to be Oakleys.
Yeah, some of them do have an Oakley feel to it. But also, if he's a scammer, it would make sense he had fake Oakleys.
Oh, so you think this is an example of excellent filmmaking?
Yeah. Attention to detail by the props department.
All right, I'm with it.
No.
I buy it.
No. No one said that.
That's what I said.
No one called it EFM.
Look at that photograph.
Oh, these are good fakes, man.
Those are the Jordan Oakleys, right?
No. Jordan Oakleys were metal.
Tungsten?
We called it O-Matter. O-Matter.
So what makes you think it's a fake?
It's dipping down on the ear. So it's not going straight back. It's starting to dip and curve the ear.
It's curved.
Oakleys didn't do that for 30 years.
They don't do that shit.
It's not straight back.
And then the Oakley label is not prominent enough below the hinge. But these are good fakes.
Okay.
Real good fakes.
Credit to the filmmakers.
And now we're heading into the iconic get ready scene from this movie. The family in the house is waiting for the bathroom. Leguizamo has a clear shower curtain and he's doing some singing. Oh boy.
Zoom in through the bathroom keyhole. He's gonna sing exposition himself to us.
Breaking the fourth wall immediately.
This hit me in the head like a ton of bricks.
Have you not seen this before, Maze?
Never seen it. Never seen the scene.
So this is the new Taxi.
No, it's not.
It's hard to outdo this opening scene in terms of intensity.
I like to party with my peeps, cruising creep, playing 3-car money on these crazy streets. Straight hustler, I pull a scam and I'm in it. So low to the flow, pick the pocket on a midget. Slick shyster, the Pest meister, living life in Miami's vice. Mash, see? Nobody messes with the frog, see? Where's your messiah now? Nice lady, I'm hiding, I'm sexy, but I'm hiding. All right already.
I'm ridicalickaliss. Like a booger, I stick to this. Take a whiff of this. On stinky dinky, do stinky dinky,
He does an Edward G. Robinson impression with the rubber cigar.
Where did he get these costumes?
Where are the props coming from? Reference Bukkake going from Edward G. Robinson to Michigan J. Frog to Walk Like an Egyptian, complete with that 20 CB Egyptian theme music.
Oh.
Na, 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 na.
Is what I wrote.
This goes all the way up until the 143 mark, and I said, our first op of the movie.
First? No. We had a bad reference to a little person.
Was there?
Oh, yeah.
The second line of the song.
Pickpocket on a bingo.
Oh, no.
Is what I have in my notes here.
I missed that part.
Dracula farting and counting.
Not funny.
Alfalfa.
Satan, Genie.
Ricky Ricardo.
Mays clip every episode of Bad Friends right here.
It's a long podcast.
There's a point where he's dancing and there are two other sets of legs.
I said, where do those legs come from?
I said, Pierre and Derek.
Oh, I'm upside down.
Old school beat meets Latin freak and you don't stop. When the old school beat meets Latin freak and you don't quit and you don't stop.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the slickest of them all? It's the schemingest, keenest scam artist.
God, it's so hard to be modest.
Jack might be nimble, but I'm a sex symbol. So Slicker stole the wick from his candlestick.
I'm in the mood to scam simply because I can.
I'm the Latin Houdini.
Disappear in a flash with your cash and I'm back like a genie. Lucy, I'm home, dándole duelo, say.
Freak to the east, freak to the west.
Freak that money to the chest.
Yes, y'all, and it's like that.
Why slightly? No.
Get stupid, get retarded. Cause Pest to get the party started. Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? Funkalocious, groovalocious, atrocious.
I'm a man of a million disguises. I'm as crazy as they make 'em. I shake 'em, I like 'em. So scientific, hate to be specific. E equals MC squared. You still there, multiply it, divide it, slide up inside it, blend it, mix it. Damn, I'm terrific.
Did you guys catch when he invented the Black Eyed Peas song?
254 into the movie, May's time to update that intro song because we got Leguizamo saying, get stupid, get re-bingoed.
I asked, did the Black Eyed Peas steal from this?
100%, because then he says, Pest will get the party started.
Yeah.
So we gave him both versions in one line. Done.
He refers to himself as Pest so many times. There's a bunch of he said it's.
Yep.
This is reference Bukkake.
Oh, same note too.
Oh, look, it's a cockatoo.
The cockatoo calls him a maroon, and I said, I want us to start saying that. What a maroon.
Oh, cliches.
It's a very Bugs Bunny-ass
It is.
term, yeah.
Some of the worst counterfeit money I've ever seen.
Fake IDs, card tricks.
Is this basically a ripoff of The Mask?
Yeah, probably. It's the same energy.
Because I felt like we've got a movie that's going to just showcase John Leguizamo as this living human cartoon, which is what The Mask was.
Right.
The idea of casting Jim Carrey was like, this guy is a human cartoon. Let him loose and let people see him in all his cartoonish glory. Leguizamo's going for the same thing. Not quite, though.
His dad calls him in the living room. He's pretending it's Leave It to Beaver.
Reference.
Pistario.
His name is Pistario.
Disguisey.
CT5 worst name.
Right up there with Pistachio Disguisey.
If he had a less normal last name, it would be near the top.
He calls his brother Eddie Haskell. You know your mom's exposition is this week, is what his father says to him. There's a whole lot of shit about him being a deadbeat or whatever. He says, can a deadbeat dance like this? And he dances, I said, incestuously with his mom.
I wondered, is there tension?
Who then tries to kiss him?
Realizes it's his mom, drops her.
When he says, look at the time, 20 CB. No one does that anymore.
We can bring it back.
He's off to work. Love, peace, and chicken grease.
That's 20 CB.
Oh, cliches.
Yep,
He's shutting down the street. Leo and Mr. Shank are riding around the neighborhood in an H1.
Oh, it's Shanks from Hurricane Smith's dad.
20 CB, man.
Walked by one this morning, man. Just because of this movie, I walked by the house that I know has an H1 parked outside.
Really?
Really?
This is the toughest Louis Pinnock we've ever had.
Yes.
Because you got to throw every single thing Pistario does. The Germans, the Scotsmen, etc.
Let's get started.
Oh, that's dangerous. Dangerous game there.
Mr. Shank, we've been searching for hours. I don't think anyone in this neighborhood will fulfill our needs.
You're too impatient, Leo. A good hunter must always remember The most challenging prey is often the most difficult to find.
Is this surviving the game
too?
Yeah.
He's got the binoculars out. Pest rolls up to the church, starts doing an Irish accent to the priest. How are you, Blarney Stones?
Father.
What's the priest's name, Zach?
Shalala?
No.
Shalala.
No. Father Stovepipe.
Oh, Irish mumbling.
I'm in the mood.
Thanks him personally for helping out. Why are you adding extra opes to this?
I don't know.
Blame Pistario. Pistopio.
It was bizarre, wasn't it? Pistario's booth made the most money impossible to knock down milk bottles. Priest wonders if it was divine intervention, but Pest shushes him. He's going to save his juicy confessions for Father Garcia.
And then does his eyebrows in a very seductive manner.
Says, make a boat and sail away now. Oh, my lucky charms. They're magically delicious.
Reference.
I said, let's just lock reference in for the horseman.
Oh.
Little did I know. At that point, it had been an avalanche of references.
He walks by a playground, a school playground, and he makes a reference about the innocence of childhood and playing games. And then he gets hit by a ball in the face. And I said, film noir, but not really.
Not really, yeah.
Film noir.
Get hit by the face. Oh, the opposite, whatever.
Message.
He says, all right, I'm going to teach these punks a lesson. And I saw the kids that the ball escaped from. The boy wearing a crop top and a girl are playing basketball, I guess. And then the air quotes girl talks. They're like, holy shit, that's a boy too?
Hey, moron, we need one more for basketball. You're with the fat loser boy.
Why do they call you the fat loser boy?
I don't know. I think because I'm fat and I never win.
Fat loser formula.
Well, we're going to change that. I mean, the part about winning. Golden dumpster.
He wants to bet their lunches. First point wins. What in the uncut jumps is this?
Mm-hmm.
No fouls, no calls, no outs, check ball. CT5 basketball scenes.
But also, he does the 20 CB fake check. Zach, you remember this, where you go like this, but it touches your biceps, like, super flinching and all that shit. For what? What did it do?
Nothing. It had absolutely no effect on the basketball itself.
Cue up the slow motion and bootleg Chariots of Fire music as the fat kid goes knee to knee and trips.
No way he dribbles like that.
Kids do a give and go. The kid that Amin thought was a girl shoots.
And we get this shot from underneath of Pistario flying through the air to block the kid.
2 feet off the ground with the camera on the floor.
And also breaking the fourth wall.
Absolutely.
Sticking his tongue out with Mayes. I don't know if you know this.
Reference.
That's 20 CB reference. If you did anything basketball related in the 90s, you had to stick your tongue out because that's what Michael Jordan did. And that was literally our entire existence. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think people like LeBron too much, oh, this LeBron dick riding, dick glazing.
Oh,
you have no idea what the 90s was like. Everything was a Michael Jordan reference. Every part of our lives.
He lifts the fat loser boy up and helps him dunk. Opponents are arguing with each other as they give away their lunches. He leaves the fat kid on the rim, goes up to him, pats him on the stomach, and says, "They'll never call you a loser again."
Thanks, mister. Wait, I'm stuck. Hanging from a rim 4 feet off the ground.
Now he's strutting down the street. Aries Spears rolls up in a purple Jeep.
Fuck you. Is that the Mac Daddy pimp there? And I said,
ring that bell.
20th century bitch reference. Excuse me, 20th century broad reference.
Oh.
Sorry.
Pest tosses them a kid's lunch. It's Ninja and Chubby. Yes, those are the character names.
Mm-hmm.
Decked out in 20 CB branded apparel. I mean, I noticed it too.
Yes, the Nike swooshes with no Nike word.
Old school Nike shit right there.
Yeah, old cliches.
Old cliches indeed. He wants his super scam shell game apparatus. Ninja has it.
Mad excellent. Mad excellent.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
That's the one I forgot to send.
Oh, yeah.
Same picture too, bro. I can now delete it from my phone and say Zach was the one that took it.
Do not put that one in the IG post.
Now, Zach, could you break down for me all the reasons how you knew this was not real Oakleys on Mr. Leguizamo?
One, no Oakley symbol on the stem. Oakley never had this circle at the front-facing part after the hinge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck this dimple is in the middle of the nose.
I thought that's supposed to be the Oakley logo.
These are not lenses, the lens color that Oakley had back then. Not even close. These are gas station.
I love how thorough you are.
So is Derek. Mad excellent, mad excellent. This game is foolproof. I'm going to be the king of corruption, the Duke of Deception.
The Count of Monte Fisto.
Minaj?
No, I didn't.
No? Okay,
Nah.
just Aries Spears and Freddie Rodriguez show up to provide us exposition about his scams and his debt to the Scottish mob.
What about your bets with the daisy chain link Scottish mob? Yeah, now you owe them $50,000.
Activate that daisy chain. What do you guys, my accountants? For God's sake, have a little faith in the pest. I said it.
Oh, he said it is also up there.
It's way up there.
I mean, you don't get the every time.
Ninja says the scamming game is getting dangerous. He says he'll never scam again as long as he lives. They're proud of him.
Now, the key to this scam is to convince people that I am blind. You're never gonna learn, man.
Now, the key to the scam is to convince people I'm blind.
How does he show us that he's blind, Zach?
The opposite of how Kerry Washington would do it.
Oh.
Here, look at this photograph.
Oh my God.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
He lives his class.
There cannot be an Instagram post where look at this photograph.
Oh,
because they're all.
You want me to just blur everything out?
Yes, actually post them all, but blur them.
Post everything blurry?
I'd say they're all in the Discord. You got to subscribe to the Patreon for them.
Or like a big black box that just says censored on it.
And I said, Ninja, same look too, because he looks like, what is happening here? Different Ninja, I mean.
Yeah, I'm about to say, my 21st century man brain was wires crossed that whole nomenclature. More on that later.
Cut to the Festival of Miami, conga music, people dancing in a huge crowd.
Dancing band, H1.
Great writing to call it the Festival of Miami and to have them all literally, not even a parking lot. This shit is tiny.
German Hummer pulls up, head and shoulders above everyone. These people are also teeny.
There must be a worthy candidate here. Pistario sees Xantha over there, and he goes to holler at her. Ninja and Aries will catch up later.
Hey, baby. How's my Nubian bucket of love, my ebony delight, my Africanicus romanticus?
This is the opposite of preach and don't be a menace. My milk of magnesia.
Absolutely.
He missed dinner with their parents. Hype woman echoes, calls him a loser. Pest wants to talk alone. But anything you can say to me, you can say to Malaria. Fine. Malaria's got mossy teeth, dandruff, and a fat butt. Pest.
Am I the only one who would like for the camera to confirm for us that the homegrown Malaria has indeed a fat butt?
These jeans make me look fat. No, Malaria, your fat butt makes you look fat.
Maybe it is the jeans. We should be allowed to judge for ourselves.
He starts apologizing to his girlfriend, wants to reschedule for tomorrow night, and then Ninja cuts in, speaking code to Pistario. There's a pool party tomorrow night.
This code language, dude.
It's not Pig Latin, it's Pig Latin.
Oh. This whole movie takes place in 36 hours?
Big Latinx.
Oh, boy.
Once again, why are you adding more opes? We've got enough opes.
Oh, shit, man.
We've got more opes than we need. They're flying off the shelves.
Planet of the Opes? She doesn't even want his excuses.
Wow, is that the most racist thing that's been said?
What? How is that racist?
Dag, baby. What a doofus. What a freak. Oh no, Xanthi Poo, come on, as she tries to walk away. They dance through the conversation. He abso-freaking-lutely agrees to come to dinner and even says he'll propose. How are you going to do that? I'm going to tell him you're pregnant with Cobra formula. And we just gave birth to our first child.
So,
and Malaria comes in and says, you're pregnant?
We have what I will call the greatest battle in Dave Yeager Award history.
Oh.
Oh, really?
So check out this video.
Look at this video.
Look at this video.
Masters of the Universe was a very heavy look at this video episode.
We have a member of the mariachi band, clearly on Molly, not knowing what to do, and then the white guy spinning in circles. The greatest Dave Yeager battle in history.
I don't think it's a battle because I've seen many a white guy spin in circles.
Spinners.
He has no idea what he's doing.
Go to any Dead and Company show and look out for the spinners. It's hilarious.
Either that or if there's very ethnic music playing and they want to fit in, so they just go around and spinning. The mariachi dude with the white hat who's entranced.
He's on bad Molly.
Mariachi band, by the way, repeat offender.
Oh. During this weekend, I am going to try to do this spin move in front of Amin, and he will not be paying attention.
You won't remember it.
Then I'm going to have to wonder, do I do it again? How dumb am I going to look here?
Zach, believe it or not, there is another scene in here that involves me allowing my white friends to do something.
Oh.
Yep.
Pest is pretending to be blind with the shell game.
How do you know he's blind?
Well, he's wearing a sign that says, I am blind.
I gotta say, doing the shell game, or as I call it, 3-card Monty, with coconuts feels racist. It feels racist. I know it's not.
In this movie, if it feels racist, it is. You can go ahead and take that leap.
Yeah.
Sped up motion as he does it. Chubby's there as a plant, bets $20.
And once again, this is his blind look. It is the opposite of Kerry Washington.
Why did you take so many pictures?
I've got a lot more.
And so,
Man, it's all about the memories, man.
one time in high school, I was on a bus going to GameStop to buy a video game.
Okay.
So I had $50 cash in my pocket. and I fell for a 3-card Monty game on the bus.
No, Mayes.
On the bus?
On the bus.
Mayes.
I was wildly confident that I got it. And I was so fucking mad at myself.
He catches a soccer ball that's kicked towards him. White guy comes up. Later, they call him a Latino guy.
Oh, yeah. An athletic.
He looks pretty white to me.
He's got a tan, though. He's got a pretty good tan.
Okay.
Maybe he's Cuban, in which case he's both, according to them.
Comes up, asks how he caught the ball, if he's blind.
Because I'm flips up his glasses. Blind. Rolls his eyes back into his head.
Telepathy. You lose one sense, you gain another. How'd you know I was a male? I could hear your gonads shaking.
Gonads, 20 CB.
You really wear more support, shorty.
Not the last time we'll hear the word gonads in this movie.
No.
It was a thing. That's what people said, man.
Mr. Shanks sees the white guy and says that's the specimen he wants. He gives the binoculars to Leo.
Specimen.
And he looks right at Pistario.
What a pathetic choice.
Classic mix-up.
Soccer bro chooses the right shell. Pest clumsily tries to throw the ball away. Doesn't matter because here comes the Scottish mob. Sorry, sucker, you lose. No, you lose, bro.
We get sinister bagpipe music letting us know that these Scotsmen are the bad guys.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad guys. Honest businessmen.
Wish it played for us on Thursday night. That would have been very helpful if sinister bagpipe music had played during karaoke.
Not the last Thursday night karaoke reference from this episode.
We work for Angus. Are you Pest Vargas? Asks if he's the doctor. He's feeling his face. Oh, my grandma. What large pores you have. Definitely not a plastic surgeon, that's for sure. Oh my God, you're hideous. Repulsive. He lifts up his kilt. There's a plaid gun in the thigh holster.
You have a lump.
Starts running in circles.
You poor misshapen creature, we can still profit from your misfortune. Offers $1 to take a picture with the freak. Elephant man in a kilt. Runs away, running circles, getting chased and grabbed. Chubby tells Ninja to do something because he knows karate. Because his name is Ninja.
They catch him. Angus wants his money. You wouldn't hit a blind man, would you? They punch him right in the face. What about asthmatics? Punched again. Emotionally challenged people. Punched a third time. What about epileptics? Hold my tongue.
Fakes a seizure.
Not as well as Carl Weathers, though.
Ninja and Chubby jump in. Someone says, get him, supercharge it.
Pest rips off their kilts, revealing that one Scotsman has frilly briefs on.
That's 20 CB homophobia right there.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing panties.
Homophobia.
That was a big thing in the 20 CB.
Huge.
Pull down someone's pants. He's wearing panties.
Yeah.
Everyone laughs. It's the same family, I believe, of Mike Dexter being called a supercharge it at the party.
Who said that? He runs off. He puts on a Chinese food delivery uniform in an alley.
This is Miami Beach, this little alley right here. I think that's actually the alley down from the Clevelander, if I'm not mistaken.
There's a delivery cart that says Fat Wong Fu.
Where did he get that? Oh, no. The wig.
14-minute mark. Oh, man, they're going back to this ope. You really know how to pick 'em, Maze.
His boss says he's late. They're maybe speaking Chinese. Then he says,
oh, my God.
Supercharge it, ope it.
This whole scene is a...
Yeah.
But I was confused because I thought he was just trying to escape, but then apparently he works there.
That's where he works. Yeah.
And he does this all the time.
His shirt says Pest on it.
So he works there full time in disguise.
This accent. Oh, boy.
He also drops the me so horny. That's 20 CB Asian tropes at work right there. He's talking about being
from the South.
Look, I didn't laugh at any of the Asian jokes, but I did laugh when he said far, far South. Eat some grits, yo. I laughed. A deep South joke.
Said he's late for the last time, then says he doesn't look Chinese, looks like Mo from Three Stooges. He's fired. Pest begs him like JVG in an NBA brawl. Hold on to his leg.
Yeah.
Starts giving him a good excuse, walking with his pet dog. Then he sees a duck get duck-capitated, changes the story to a pet duck.
Nicely done.
Ran off from me.
Decapitated.
Trails off mid-sentence. Starts flipping out at all the ducks hanging in the kitchen. Quacky, quacky, what have they didded to you?
Oh, this didded shit.
That is also a horseman and a subcategory under 20 CB. Added the ididid, abididid, all that shit was, believe it or not, a verbal tick that was common in the 20 CB. Don't ask me why. I was not one of these people.
Specifically the 90s.
Mid 90s, not even early 90s. People were doing this shit. This is right around the time of All That in a Bag of Chips and That's the Bomb and all that shit. People would do the diddy thing.
And then when the internet came out, thebomb.com.
That's right. As it turned into TOCB.
Old cliches.
You know, I love these little history lessons we give to our listeners because a lot of them were kids. They didn't know this stuff.
Pest wonders which duck is his. They all look the same.
Oh.
Clip Amin and Juju talking about all ducks look alike from that late Trinity episode.
Can we stop everything 1 second? I almost didn't come on the podcast this week because of a problematic statement from Amin last week that if you don't mind clearing up, because you got fans everywhere, bro. And I know that you probably hit some of them in the heart, you know? Last week you said all ducks look alike.
Remember that?
Ducks?
I got some text messages, bro, on the Howard the Duck episode.
Could you tell them apart?
Absolutely, sir.
Other than the one with tits.
You're a racist. Don't misogynistic your way through this either. This is an issue.
Exactly. Yeah.
Apology. Less misogyny and more apology.
After the episode was done recording, he called Mayes and I a couple of quackers.
Oh my God.
The chef is ass off when he says, I don't know.
He says anything he needs, let him know. Quacky always wanted to be served extra crispy, no MSG, extra order of rice. He gets away with it.
Mr. Chung, yes? Can I talk to you here, please? Okay. Can I talk to you over here? Okay. No, over here. Okay. No, over here. Okay. Annoying, dumb, and also, for some reason,
you loved it.
I laughed. Golden dumpster.
That seems like something Amin would absolutely love.
The idea of asking someone, no, over here, but there's no payoff to any of it.
Right.
It's just to be annoying.
I would say there's no payoff to almost everything in this movie.
That's true.
He calls the Scottish mob from the office. It's Angus. He's going to pay him.
The Scottish mob is in the HQ listening to the live bagpipe music. That's really fucking fun.
Bagpipe auditions. Same note too.
There's a sign in the background.
And there's a Rastafarian guy at the bagpipe auditions.
Yes, there is.
Men at work.
And he's ass off.
And they're drinking scotch. And they're sprinkling in gongs this entire scene. So there's a gong when he makes this call.
They sure are.
You rapscallion, you naughty man, you. I'm hurted that you sent your ruffians after me. I was going to surprise you with the checkaroony.
Just because we're Scottish, people don't take us seriously. But people are finally going to take us seriously when they see what we do to you.
Agassi, Pominski, all I just need is some time.
Do you know what day it is today?
The first day of the rest of our lives?
No.
Sean Connery's birthday?
Sean Connery's birthday.
Sean Connery's birthday?
Today is Monday. Wants the money by Wednesday or kill his whole family. How about Thursday and you just take out a cousin? Fakes a bad connection. Static. Hangs up.
Golden dumpster for it's Sean Connery's birthday. The way they react, the guy does the cross.
Start playing. He's a jolly good fellow. Yeah.
I laughed at that too. And the stakes have been set. He has 48 hours to come up with the movie.
Boss gives him the duck dish. Can I get extra plum sauce? Says he has deliveries to do. He has a go-kart for a vehicle. Mr. Shank wants to be in his homeland and away from this nauseating pastel. His Chinese food is here.
He drives, ladies and gentlemen, from South Beach to Star Island or Palm Island or one of those islands on a go-kart. That's going to take fucking forever, especially on the causeway, especially if the causeway is closed because a bunch of cops have decided to open fire upon everybody.
Oh, crossover.
Boys too.
Which house is nicer, this Miami mansion or Gordon Bombay's
Malibu? Malibu, man.
Really? I fuck with Jeffrey Jones's Gustav's mansion, man.
This is an incredible view out this window.
It's great. It's not Malibu.
You can jump in the water, though. You can't do that in Malibu. Too cold.
I got too much Icelandic pussy around me to jump in the water. Sorry.
No.
He's got Leo.
Icelandic pussy.
Pistario's there. Leo calls him the one he requested. Shank says he wanted the athletic Latino, not him.
Not the blind Latino. They argue about the misunderstanding. Why would I pick a blind man?
Why would your dad?
Sir, he's not really blind. He's a scam artist, a very fast and agile one.
Runs numbers.
Pest is now riding around on a battle axe with a metal helmet on. Pest runs numbers. His bets turn sour. How sour? Owes the Scottish mob $50K. I didn't even know there was a Scottish mob. Tactical redundancy.
Pistario is stealing stuff as he comes down the elevator. He's eating the food, doing the complimentary MSG test, asks for a $100 delivery charge because they don't normally come out to this neighborhood. Why is that? Too afraid of white people?
Zach has a cruise meal.
Not immunized to their diseases. Shank is taking shit out of his pockets, calls him paranoid.
Dad, could you back off? You spit when you talk, and I'm very susceptible to airborne syphilis and whatnot.
Not the last syphilis mentioned in this movie.
No.
Maze, could you clip him saying his full name, please?
Oh, for sure. Because there's nonsense that isn't even subtitled, so of course you have to clip it.
That's why.
Pest. Is that your name or personality? It's great.
Well, my real name is Pesta Rivera Garcia Espinosa Juan Marcos Neruda Salsa Picante Chuleta Chancleta Salsa Picante Vargas, but you can call me Estario, Pest for shorter. Now we even.
What is a Latin boy doing delivering Chinese food?
Chinese food? Oh my God! The MSG, the chopsticks, the disappearing dogs. Now it all makes sense. And I just thought they were eccentric Mexicans. What a fool, what a herb, what a sucker butt.
Picks up a picture of Anna Nicole Smith and licks it. Oh, a hot wench. She's my wife. Oops, my bad.
20 CB perv behavior, licking a photograph. Look at this photograph.
Okay. He mentions him earlier.
I should point out, this is from the cartoons, right? Like the cartoons used to be, lick the fucking photo to indicate how horny they were.
Cartoons were really horny.
Really horny for no reason.
Really horny.
It did not further the story at all.
Just horny.
Taught us to be horny.
Oh,
very horny. Oh.
He pretends to be blind again, runs into a wall, knocks something over. Says, please don't tell I was going to become dumpling boy next week. That's probably racist.
That is very racist. Second of all, he doesn't run into a wall, Zach. Maybe it's a wall in Malibu. He ran into the elevator.
Well, the thing shielding the elevator. It's not exactly the elevator.
Yeah.
Why isn't a smart boy like you in college? Says he hit puberty in the first grade. There's only so many times a 7-year-old can be called fire hose before he cracks. What?
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I know what he's implying. I don't know how this is supposed to make any fucking sense.
Basically, he's going to give him $50,000 cash scholarship that he gives to minority students. Has to administer a few small tests before he qualifies. Montage!
And we're gonna need a montage.
Cut to Pest spinning around, strapped to a table. Leo cranks it up, and Pest starts to pass out. Doesn't feel so well. Projectile pukes all over the window. Fail. They strap him into some leg press device that Jean-Claude Van Damme invented, and it tears his groin.
We'll do as many reps as you can. Finish in 1 minute. Ready? Go. He does one. It tears him up. He says, One.
Put him in a sweater. Give him a badminton racket. Shoot a ball at him from a pitching machine. It hits him in the face. One would have been funny. Let's do it 47 more times.
Shanks calls him the worst candidate they've ever had. Now they're playing pool at night in the house. Shank walks in as he's shooting, startles him. He shoots the ball through his martini glass. And by martini, I mean clearly a glass of water.
Looney Tunes gunshot sound effect.
The sound effects, the cartoon sound effects, it starts to really fucking crank up at this point.
Does Pest demote Teddy Rex out of his award? Is this now the Pest Award?
Hold that thought, because I've got a note later on.
I will hold that thought in my hand like a martini glass.
Filled with water?
Filled with water.
A martini glass has half full. Martini glass half full of water. There you go. I'm sure you'll clean that up.
Next time somebody says the Germans are humorless people, I'm going to tell them to come to this house. Aight?
He says aight a lot in this movie.
So you started a few wars. Aight? Sorry, actually, you started every war. I mean, who's counting?
He pulls down Leo's pants for some reason. Leo says they kicked France's ass. Pistario says they dig fat chicks like riding a moped. Fun till your friends catch you doing it.
20 CB.
It's a very 20 CB joke.
Every time anyone at a party was like, why don't you talk to the other? Like, oh man, it's like a moped. It was the worst time.
Shank says he failed the test, lost the scholarship. He can't go. Pest mimics him in real time.
You lost the scholarship, you can't go. Stop repeating what I'm saying. I mean it. I could just... All right. You're the ideal candidate for the scholarship.
He starts dancing around. Shank tells Leo he can't think of anything he'd rather do than ridding the earth of this creature before he returns to his homeland.
He dances around saying, get stupid, and I said, he's self-bingoing now.
Pest immediately goes to sign. Then he says he took a legal correspondence course, only 2 credits away. I don't know what all this stuff means about accidental maiming and death.
This fucking scene.
Legal mumbo jumbo. What's all this stuff about I waive my legal rights and whatnot?
Some kid sued us last year over a stubbed toe, so we had to add it. They start struggling over the contract. Leo offers a toast. Pest signs it. Time to join Shank for a gentlemanly hunt on his private island. They're going to hunt deer or goose. Or deer goose.
Deer goose.
We hunted deer goose. It's indigenous to my island. They cheers to the hunt.
They toast, they drink.
Bugle call. Pest throws his glass into a painting.
Hunt on an island? This is surviving the game.
Maze, you can release that thought. They're heading to the helicopter and Pistario Rex won't shut the fuck up.
There it is. He just 8-balled it right through my martini glass.
Whoa. Shank wants to kill him now. Leo stops him. Remember the joy of the hunt. Leo's the pilot. Is this plot liftoff?
I didn't have it yet.
The helicopter's taking off. Plot takeoff?
No, it's not.
All right.
But every time you say Shank, I think of Shanks from fucking Hurricane
Yeah,
Smith.
it's hard not to say Shanks.
What is it? Gustav? That's his name?
Gustav, that's what I call him.
Gustav Schenk. He's singing bottles of beer on the wall. They finally made it to the island.
20 CB, 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
Pest can't wait to bag a deer goose. Here's their meat as a delicacy. Nobody fricassees like I fricassee, boy. I'll fricassee it silly.
Fricassee 20 CB. No one fricassees shit anymore.
That was a Bugs Bunny thing.
So many buttons. How do you know which one is the one? Press the button, and then we get the cartoon sound effect as it spins around cartoonishly.
The screen spins around. Not the only time they use that transition.
Yeah.
They're at the island mansion, tells Pest to change for the hunt in the study. He spins the globe. They wrote in Sharpie, the United States of Germany. Somebody's a sore loser.
And then on Canada, New North Germany.
Spins it again, falls to the ground. Books I love to read. Rise and Fall of the Third Reich. Mein Kampf. But he chooses Sex Be Nimble, Sex Be Quick.
And I ask, is this Zach's library?
No, man. I got fucking T-shirt swim club.
Oh.
That was the next book. I mean, on the shelf.
Also, Zach, you'll appreciate this.
Oh, boy.
You tell me whether it should be supercharged or not.
Oh, yes.
I wrote the names of the books, but then when I wrote Mein Kampf, it autocorrected to Mein Kammler, which is a completely different book. What say you? Should we supercharge it? Let's hit the Twitter polls. 2 people responded. So far, dead heat, 50-50.
Creepy German kid sitting in a chair by the fire. Knows he's the new scholarship student. Pest thinks he'll be off to Harvard after the hunt.
Harvard. Repeat offender.
This is a Harvard movie?
I would settle for Yale, but I love Boston in the spring. Rowing on the Charles, gathering the leaves in the quad. The color wars.
Whoop. Norman, is that you? My father tells you you're going to college and you believe him?
Who's been up for Zach?
Oh, snap. You're Schenk Jr. My name is Himmel.
28-minute mark. Heil Himmel. Whoop.
Oh, I didn't say it.
I mean, hi, Himmel.
Then we get some poppy talk exposition here.
Father seems like a great guy for a disturbed individual. No offense, but I trust him. Himmel says his dad always lies. Pest says they have issues to work out. Himmel says he would lock him in a room with a boa constrictor, and he couldn't get out until he killed it when he was a child. Kept him in there for 6 weeks.
Which is surviving the game. Again, the Gary Busey backstory.
But look at that wonderful complexion you have.
Himmel slams the doors shut. Shitload of locked sound effects. Don't be afraid. I loved that snake. You share too much. He presses his face on the window pane like Marlon Wayans.
Same note too.
What was your snake's name? Cocteau.
Like the French playwright?
9. After my 2 favorite body parts.
Cocteau formula. Also, Golden Dumpster. That was one of the few times I've actually cracked a smile in this movie.
Yeah.
I laughed harder at Cocktail Formula.
Just sweep it now, man. Put a red paint across the fucking spreadsheet.
Wait. Don't fucking jump the gun. We've got a lot of movie left.
Now they're playing red light, green light as he stalks him in the study. He traps him against the door. They're locked in like him and Snake.
Himmel tells Pest not to flatter him. You have a big nose, your feet stink, and your mother dresses you funny.
There's no scholarship. You're only here because my father wanted to hunt you. And I said, is Himmel German for Derek?
Yes, he is.
In this movie, if it's surviving the game, 100%. He is Himmel.
And I maybe refer to him as German Derek the rest of my notes.
Why would he give me this fancy deer goose hunting outfit if he wanted to hunt me? Huh? Explain yourself.
Why would your dad? Oh, wait. Your dad did it.
Oh, it's got a bullseye in the back.
Pest falls into a secret passageway that rolls into the wall where Gustav is.
He's playing piano like Hayden Christensen in The Barn Takers.
And we had a helicopter.
Oh!
Like Wazama says, oh, you play an ass off for Jeffrey Jones, saying, yeah, kind of sheepishly as he looks back at his manservant or whatever. I laughed.
Pest says his son made up a wacky story about him wanting to hunt Pistario. He looks around. There's all these disembodied heads, including...
Hey, bingo.
I'd like to remind everybody to make sure their seatbelts are fastened, their tray tables in the upright and locked position.
Oh, okay.
As we experience plot takeoff.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, I mean, what does that plaque say?
It says Latinus opus.
Latinus opus, indeed.
Ass off for the African American head.
Oh.
Oh my God.
They understood the assignment.
No.
Be a head.
It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
As he screams, birds fly off, a giraffe is startled, wildebeest gallop, zebras. Those heads haven't been dusted in months. Film noir. Misdirection. Takes off screaming and running back up the tunnel. Leo drags him by the waist, holds him up as he pees himself. My Springbok pelt! I bagged this on my 9th birthday.
It was a prodigy.
He says, I don't want to die. I'm too young. I haven't experienced the miracle of life yet. Does that mean he's a virgin?
No.
No, he wants to have a child.
Okay. Number 2, Freakazoid reference. Remember Freakazoid, the cartoon? Number 3, the kicks are fire. Are those Griffies, Zach?
They look like Griffies, yeah.
In a very serious tone, I must emphasize again, you have to cleanse your phones of all these pictures. Because these photographs in this group chat right now,
they're not great.
Optastic.
By the time he was 30, Gustav had hunted every animal there was to be hunted.
Pest is going to report him to the ASPCA. I was bored. Bored, sir? Yeah, all right. So I was depressed. I needed a challenge.
Have you tried Parcheesi? 20 CB.
Never played Parcheesi in my life.
I have. It's not that great.
It's a game of skill as well as chance.
On the island, he's hunted every ethnicity of human except one. This is a dark joke. Oh my God. Haven't the Jewish people suffered enough?
Tip of the iceberg, by the way.
Reminder, this guy's German. German.
Shank asks Pest if he's Puerto Rican. Pest tries to act French, crawling around. Look at me. I am brooding, yet craving rich sauces.
You're next, Mr. Vargas.
Holds up the label. Latinus opicus. But I break out and I'm shellacked.
The real bingo face.
And what's more embarrassing than a zitty head on the wall? Besides, I'll make a nasty face and destroy your display. Offers him $50K if he survives for
24 hours.
Cash register sound effect.
This is the part where I said he's not cartoonish enough to be a human cartoon. Making the faces, they're like the faces my kids make. When Jim Carrey goes, oh!
He's really contorting his face.
It's like, holy shit, how is he doing that? He looks like a human cartoon. Like Osama's just making faces.
Making dumb faces.
Yeah, I hate to be this critical of a guy I really like, but man, I think this might be out of your league. Also, would you guys accept $50K to survive for 24 hours?
100%.
Maze?
1997 50K, probably. Now, I don't know.
You're too tall to survive.
I need a higher number. I'd go with whatever Chris Rock. $1 billion.
Shout out to Chris. I mean,
that's smart negotiating.
That's good negotiating.
It is smart negotiating.
That's what you're supposed to do, yeah.
Say how much? You say $1 billion. Let's start there.
End up with $100,000.
Well, that's bad negotiating. Everything you did after that was terrible.
The cash register makes him change his mind. Hunt away, great white hunter. He breaks the fourth wall, and everybody hold on to your butts. We got plot liftoff.
This is plot liftoff?
Oh. 4, 3, 2, 1.
He's also holding that musket like Mateo holds a snake.
Sassily?
The oldest gun ever is what I called it.
Gustav and German Derek are gathering weapons.
German Derek is wearing an ascot, drinking tea, doesn't want to participate.
Why would I ever have to learn how to hunt people? To hunt is just a metaphor for the glorious cycle of endless life and rebirth. And remember, always, always, always shoot him in the brain. I hate you. Shut up. Getting more tea.
Yet another Derek in surviving the game / Todd and Wedding Crashers disappointing effeminate son.
Oh.
What a trope. What a time.
I think we confirm at some point that he's not an effeminate son. He's a little bit more.
Please clip in the grandma.
He's a homo.
Mommy, let's not go there again.
Actually, Todd is an amazing painter. He's going to the Rhode Island School of Design.
Oh, that's a great school. Congratulations, Todd. That's really impressive. RISD.
Yeah, Dad used to think I'd be a political liability, you know, in case he ever ran for president.
Not Todd. Actually, truth be told, polling shows a majority of the American people would ultimately empathize with our situation.
What is our situation, Dad?
You're a homo.
Oh, will that make you love me?
Fuck, that's a good movie, man. I don't care what anyone says. That shit holds up.
Do people not like Wedding Crashers?
Younger people are now like, oh, it's so, cringe and all that bullshit. Fistario is dressed like Russell Westbrook. Wants to know why he has to wear that. It's a costume of your ancient ancestor people.
He wants to wear nice Banana Republic stuff like the Germans.
Oh my God, Zach, that's terrible, man.
What?
He's dressed like Russell Westbrook. That's fucking, oh man.
What? He's got the orange vest. What are you talking about?
You've crossed the line. Because he's not wearing a shirt, that's why?
Yes. Come on.
What about from the waist down?
I didn't notice the waist down.
Whoa.
Yeah, you never look down there.
That's a first.
I watched it at night.
Himmel thinks it adds a nice element of theater. You stay out of this, snake boy.
He sees the gun, thinks that's not fair. He wants something too. He gets John Morant's gun and a knife.
Same note too.
Okay, once again, golden dumpster for this. They open a box of tools. Tiny, tiny, tiny gun. I knew you guys were going to say John Morant's gun. Pocket knife, but the 3 inches of rope got me. An entirely unusable amount of rope.
No, around the neck. Choke him out.
You can't even get that around your neck.
I've been playing Hitman.
When I made the John Morant joke, I thought to myself, can he ever absolve himself of that? Like, he can absolve himself of the scandal, play great, become an MVP, maybe even win a championship. But for the rest of the time, right? Whenever someone has a little gun, it used to be the Harlem Nights gun.
Right.
Harlem Nights had a great run, 30 years on the top of the world when it comes to small gun references.
Not anymore.
I mean, Noisy Cricket from Men in Black.
No. Noisy Cricket did not supplant Harlem Nights when it comes to describing a small gun. But now it's John Morant's gun forever. I don't know how you can top that.
Supersonic, idiotic, disconnected, not respected. Who would ever really want to go and top that?
Why don't we get a candlestick and we can all play Clue, second board game reference, in 5 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
First, they start with a traditional toast.
And enough champagne to fill the Nile.
Hey, oh, champagne.
Champagne.
Pest hopes he gets violated by pig monkey men in the woods.
Man animals?
Man animal. Grabs a gun, points it at German Derek. What's to keep me from shooting you right now? Leo kicks the gun away and punches Pistario in the face.
Presses a temporary tattoo onto his face. 24 hours have begun. Pest has one thing to add. He lighted on the form. Not a perfect species man.
I have the public school gypsy curse, stuttering dyslexia. I beat backwards. I could get merged, switched up. I'm narcoleptic. And you are? See? I have Tourette's, yes, nice, German, nice. Freak, weirdo, freak, whoop, freak, weirdo.
Going through all of the affectations, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Just like he did with the medical conditions earlier when the Scotsman showed up.
Yep.
Shank shoots 2 things off his hips. I don't know what that was about. I'm scared of you.
Oh my God.
Takes off running.
I hate the way he's doing this thing. I love John Leguizamo. Much like Amin's qualifiers, I'm a big John Leguizamo fan. I hate this.
You have a perception of somebody after a long period of time observing their career, and then you watch something like this, and you're like, maybe I don't know who this dude is after all.
I'm realizing I must have never rented it a second time.
No way. You?
One and done, huh?
Well, your palate hadn't formed yet, or whatever the fuck you said earlier.
It was still forming, yeah.
He jumps into a river and splashes down. That's why I wondered about what his shoes were. Smacking his head, telling himself to think. His people came from the rainforest. He must have inherited survival skills. He immediately trips and falls down a hill.
And this is another great example of him not being cartoonish enough, because when Jim Carrey falls, he literally stiffens his body and comes up almost like a fish.
Yeah.
I was waiting for some physical comedy here, but no, it just falls.
A snake slithers up his leg into his pants. He screams, sped up motion as he wrestles with a rubber snake.
Now, I was waiting for Zach to say the snake was ass off. I won't lie.
This snake is not ass off.
He chokes himself with it. He plays stand-up bass like Owen Wilson dancing at the club in Hall Pass. He's jumping rope. He's dancing. He's whipping it. That's more like it. My animalistical instincts are finally kicking in.
Breaks the fourth wall, does the Tarzan yell, reference, and 20 CB at the same damn time.
Gustav, German Derek are walking through the brush. When we find him, I want you to make the kill.
I don't want to make the kill.
I want to be a hairdresser, and I said, Zohan?
And writes musicals.
What?
Here?
Oh, you'd love it if it were true.
You'd tell all your friends about your hairdresser son who sits around all day listening to Ethel Merman. Reference.
And painting homo things.
Himmel gets distracted by the anaconda lying there.
This snake is ass the fuck off. Are you kidding me?
It's got cheeks, too.
What?
Snake has cheeks. I don't know if you noticed.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Settle down, Derek.
Jennifer Lopez.
So I was waiting for you to do a Brendan Fraser snake thing.
German Derek loves the size of that snake.
Yes, he does.
Gustav calls him obsessed with snakes.
Pulls out a martini glass. Himmel pours a martini out of his flask. They talk about his snake torture.
Pours water.
Clear, purified water. Yeah.
And then drops an olive and we get a cartoon sound effect for the olive drop.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bore you with the defining trauma of my life.
He pours out the martini because it's not dry enough. Could never please him. He's got a rocket launcher. Gustav says something is wrong. Some fathers take their sons to baseball games, and he says, tell it to Ricky Lake. Reference.
I can see it now. Nazi fathers and their snake-obsessed sons.
Gustav pulls a line that has been planted. It sets off a swinging tree log like Predator, knocks German Derek into a net in the water, and immediately pulls up into the air. Gustav is impressed, tells his son not to be a sissy.
I don't know if you noticed, father, but I am a sissy.
Is sissy an ope?
I think at the time it was meant to be an ope.
In this context?
Yes.
Because I remember sissy was you're soft is what that meant.
Yeah.
But somewhere along the lines, as I got older, it's been brought to my attention that, no, sissy is an ope word.
It's been brought to my attention is a fantastic way to phrase that. I'm imagining Amin at a desk getting a note. Oh, well, apparently sissy is... It's not what I thought it was.
You can't call them sissies anymore.
He's on the set of The Jump, and the producer comes over and is like, hold on.
Shank shoots the net loose. German Derek falls back down into the water. Shank hears a moaning echoing in the distance as Pest is now taking a shit in the woods.
Add him to the chat.
They hear the gas. The deer is watching him. It scares the deer away. What's that smell?
Zach would absolutely do this. In the middle of being hunted, would take a dump. Me, my body wouldn't even consider it.
Oh, if I gotta go, I gotta go.
It's the difference between me and Zach, ladies and gentlemen.
Zach, do you often recite Hamlet as you're taking a dump?
Sometimes either that or do one of those games where you have to match the nuts and bolts that are the same color on those little pegs and stuff.
I hate that shit, man.
Just a good time waster, man.
No, man. Give me some TikTok. Give me some Instagram reels.
No, then I'll be on there too long.
You know what, man? I make sure it's all out, though. Don't have to come back.
Not if you've been drinking.
So never.
Just because I have one, two, maybe two drinks sometime. What, I'm an alcoholic now?
Tries to shoo a deer away that's making eye contact with him. Starts talking to the deer about how he's farting. Shank looks through the binoculars at Pest reading the paper. Shank keeps urging Himmel to make the kill. Why me? Clip this extremely homoerotic sentence that his dad says.
I want you to experience the utter ecstasy that comes from feeling the hot, throbbing force of a man's life when it's in your hands.
I'm sold. Poison darts?
Perfect.
Just a second.
I laughed pretty hard.
That part's funny. That's a golden dumpster right there.
Also, you missed the part where Leguizamo wipes his ass with his sock. And my question was, have you ever used something that wasn't toilet paper to wipe your ass? And if so, what was it?
Leaf.
Yep.
Wow, you did the leaf? You guys both did the leaf thing, huh?
Yeah. Not by choice.
Camping.
McDonald's napkins, paper towels.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
That's at least paper, though.
That's the roughest, coarsest ass wiping material in our ass wiping material inventory.
Not fun. That's what I can say to you guys.
Himmel turns around and launches an RPG out of his backpack. Almost a direct hit on Pest. Shank is displeased. They find his charred sneakers. Looks like your hunt is over. I'm going back to the house to watch Hogan's Heroes.
Hogan's Heroes was a banger.
Now he's watching Hogan's Heroes. He loves it.
Shank smelled the shit sock and said he's alive.
Why the fuck would he be watching Hogan's Heroes? And I realized this is like my kids watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air now, which is terrifying.
There's a German aspect to it.
Well, also, so many of the references, the TV references in this movie are pretty old. There's also Gilligan's Island, and he does a I Love Lucy.
Leave It to Beaver.
Not Gilligan's Island, not yet. Not quite yet.
Star's knocking on the door to the study, starts twerking against the glass to entice him to open the door.
Pops his booty.
And it works.
That's the password.
Derek.
German Derek also has a nice pinstripe suit for his leisure time.
It is a nice suit. I don't like pinstripes, so that's a nice suit. Looks good on him.
Pest freaking out. You tried to hunt me. He grabs a spray bottle. Get back. What are you trying to do? Perfume me to death? These are sex secretion pheromones. Father used them to lure horny animals into traps. Says, watch the tape. Hits a button. 2 lions fucking at sunset.
Had it queued up, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't like it. I don't want to watch lions fuck.
Do you like the lion, what do you call it? The technique? It shakes its knees.
That's how I do it.
That's how you do it.
I got a bad knee.
I thought you were the other knee, the other lion.
Yeah.
Laying prone, taking it.
Still shaking.
You do too still.
Pest calls it disgusting. Grabs some vials for his girlfriend. They only work on males. Can I fix you one?
Are you still mad we tried to cut your head off?
Time to go back to Miami with Himmy Poo. Get away from your crazy, ugly, psychotic father. No offense. And you and I will play Snakey Wakey whenever you want to.
Snakey Wakey.
Really? Certainly. Take Pop's speedboat. I get seasick. You'll be fine. Let's puke.
Cut to them puking.
Seagull noises. Pukes in his face. I told you I get seasick. Well, no, duh. Seagulls show up to eat their puke. Seagull shits in German Derek's eye. I'm blind.
Starro jumps off the boat, swims to shore.
My father's going to kill me.
Swims to fucking Miami from like Bimini or wherever the fuck they were.
You can see it in the distance, but it's still a long fucking swim.
I was under the impression that they took the boat already.
They did. They got seasick. They got some way there, but still.
You can see the bay in the background, but I mean, that would be hours of swimming.
Cut to, we're zooming in on Miami, and I'm like, holy shit, that's where the Elser will one day be. That's Bayfront. They don't have the Ferris wheel yet. The skyline is almost non-existent, but that's downtown Miami, ladies and gentlemen.
Exposition.
Faint Macarena remix in the background.
Yeah. Ninja and Chubby are at this pool party. Ninja's telling him no Latino men on Gilligan's Island.
Reference.
Because he would have fucked all the women and the professor if the mood hit him.
This was a hell of a TED Talk. I was not expecting this breakdown from Ninja here.
Now, the question is, if you had to choose, what would you pick, Marianne or Ginger? And I said,
20 CB.
If you had to choose, what would you guys pick, Marianne or Ginger?
I don't remember what they look like. Hold on.
Never watched Gilligan's Island.
You've never watched Gilligan? Fuck me, man.
Oh.
You are a child. Zach?
All right, I'm looking at Marianne. Hold on, let me see Ginger.
Marianne was girl next door. Ginger was the movie star. I'm going Marianne. I feel like Marianne did things.
No.
Unspeakable things as the girl next door.
You've got it backwards.
Ginger's a prude, man.
No. I'm looking at her. She's not.
Am I missing something? Let me take a look at Ginger Marianne.
Wow, you swayed him with your take.
Marianne had the Daisy Duke shorts.
I don't want to give Maze extra work here.
Yeah, you do.
But I do have a cut this out.
Nah, man. Marianne, come on, man.
I don't want this in the pod, but.
You fuck Marianne.
No.
You fuck Ginger?
Gilligan?
Leave it all in, please.
All right.
Oh, Zach.
I'm telling you.
I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed indeed.
I'm telling you.
Amin doesn't have.
There you go. Maybe you just proved this point.
All right. Pest comes ashore. Says Ginger, no contest.
He's climbing up a ladder, spits out a full mouthful of water. They rush over to him, spits out another full mouthful of water. Screen spins again. They ask him what happened. Tactical redundancy, Spanglish, miming what happened. Don't let them take me back.
Yeah, he basically goes through the entire movie.
He does the whole movie in about 30 seconds.
Ari Spears is ass on pretending to be dizzy by this.
I thought his ass off.
Well, you know what you're doing. They tell him to jump in the pool to relax. He starts choking Ninja for not listening.
I just got done swimming.
He's snapped out of it by a girl in a bikini.
Maybe one lap.
Just cut it out, that's all. That's no way to talk to a dame.
Now, the girl that beckons to him, the music that plays is the 20 CB romance music.
Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet love theme.
Yeah, man, that shit. Every 20 CB situation that called for romance, especially they put that filter over the screen where it's foggy and dreamy, they would play that music right there.
He's telling the girls a story, lying about how many there were.
There are 20 of them. No, an army. Chubby, don't be faking jacks for these girls, man.
Why are you cockblocking, Aries?
Pest, there's no scamification going on here, Chubs.
In comes the chopper. Pest is celebrating he was proven correct before realizing he needs to run away. They get in the purple Jeep. They ride off. Ninja says they'll lay low at his cousin Roger's house.
Zach, were you floored by how clean downtown Miami looked?
I mean, it looks like a set.
It looked immaculate. I know that corner. That's the corner of Biscayne and fucking whatever over there. And I was like, this shit looks brand new. Apparently up until the 90s, downtown Miami, not bad.
Starro says they have to make one little stupid meaningless stop first. Xanthas, he's in love.
There's a weird instrumental of Nothing But a G Thing playing in the background, I believe.
Is that what that was?
There are a lot of royalty-free versions of these songs that are playing throughout this entire movie.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a Horseman too.
Ninja says he could explain that tonight's no good because he's being hunted. Chubby, yo, they're black. They'll understand. Oh, yeah?
I said, this is the exact type of lie I would do to my white friends. I would tell, oh, yeah, they'll understand. It's all good. And then the 49-minute mark hits, and ladies and gentlemen,
ding dong.
Their Ope comes back. Yeah.
Look at this photograph.
Oh, no. Why did you take all these pictures?
Yeah.
Zach.
Then he holds up some additional shit.
Some maracas.
I know what was in his right hand. I'm scared to guess what was in his left hand.
Zach, do you know how algorithms work?
What happened?
Your algorithm's going to have a field day.
Yeah, because the NSA is not onto us.
My algorithm's already fucked.
What do you mean?
And then that's when I realized the dad is the guy from Terminator.
Joe Morton.
Yeah.
He takes his afro off to show Xantha that it's him. Her and her parents are stunned. He comes right in, plants a big fat kiss on her right in front of him. Don't act like you don't know me.
Clip in whatever this is.
Oh, yo, Mrs. Ken. I'm not sweating you nothing, baby, but you on fire heifer, yo, hoochie, baby, yeah. What's up, Daddy Mac or Mac Daddy? You know, we live in fear of a black planet. You're insane. Kill Whitey, Frangela Davis. Say loud, we black and we proud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Say loud.
That boy's on drugs. Who's Angela Davis?
Shank is furious at Himmel for picking a purple VW bug with designs on it. I thought you'd like it. It's German. Did you ever hear of a BMW, idiot? I'm sorry, I can never please you. I'll be in my room, painting.
What kind of things?
Leo placed a tracking device in his underwear. Why does Leo get all the good jobs?
I laughed.
That was funny.
It's a throwaway line, but it's funny.
So stupid.
This fucking GPS tracker with a graphic of Pest in his underwear running around town. Himmel power slides into a turn.
They had no idea this was be real technology that people used one day.
Well, no, I mean, see, I thought that in Madame Werb, Ezekiel was waiting for technology to get to the point where he could find these girls, but we already had it.
Yes.
He just had to get in touch with these Germans.
He just had to slip it into their underwear, apparently.
Oh.
They're children.
Xantha wonders what's with his getup. All this is for you, baby. Does it scare you that I arouse the unsettling passions of the dark continent?
And then I said he begins to opify.
Ope is the horseman. She gets him to stop. He wants to make out. Parents walk in. They've prepared a Cuban meal.
Why Cuban? Do I look Cuban to you?
What does a brother have to do to get some respect around here, B.I.H.? You know, this close to rioting. This close.
B.I.H.
It's biatch. Oh, clip it, Maze.
What's my favorite word? Why they gotta say it like short?
I think Xantha's squeak right there is an Ope.
I just kept writing, Ope is definitely the horseman. Over and over.
I had racism, but we can go with that. That's fine.
Ope. It's definitely Ope.
Tracker is overheating. Cut to him sweating.
Cartoon of Pest is huge now. He's fanning himself. Dripping sweat, chugging water, burning up with passion.
German Tariq says, boost the power, boost. Golden dumpster.
Pop gives him a look. Oh, come on. Don't act like you haven't been there, dog. Mom, not lately. Dirty look from mom.
Joe Morton, ass the fuck off with that reaction to her saying not lately. The Deuce Cooper can't satisfy a woman award goes to Joe Morton here.
Oh.
You want to put that on your CT5 award, Zach?
It's in consideration.
There's a moisture barrier breach. The bastard's gonads are sweating. Himmel yells, boost the power. Now there's an alarm wailing on the graphic. Brief's turning red. Back at the table, he's smoking. He's drenched. I told the guy at Ope R Us that I wanted some summer weight robes. Pop says, drugs.
I laughed.
Pest yelling that it burns. Scoots on the floor. That boy's got syphilis.
There it is. Second syphilis reference.
Rips his robes off. Pop covers mom's eyes, running naked into the bathroom. Does he dunk his balls?
Yes.
In the toilet tank?
That is the insinuation.
The implication. Chubby's in the middle of telling Ninja an alien abduction story. Would you or would you not have your way with the space alien chick? That's an Amin question if I've ever heard one. Amin?
Oh my God.
My note was, if you was abducted by a space alien chick, would you or would you not have your way with her?
Yes.
Now, she's got all the features of a beautiful Earth woman.
What features are those, Amin?
Giant pawpaws. Nice, roundy. Spit good.
Spits good, huh?
So?
Already said yes.
Zach?
Oh, for sure. Are you kidding me? You watch the fucking news?
Okay, now let me escalate it a little bit.
Amin, you?
Well, let me escalate it first.
Okay.
What if the alien had all the features of a beautiful Earth woman, but technically in its species, it is the male?
What's that got to do with me?
Sounds very political. Intergalactic politics.
It means something's about to be inside you.
No, because you just said it has all the features of a Earth woman.
No, I'm not talking about the process. I'm talking about the end result.
What's the end result?
You're going to get knocked up.
I'm going to get knocked up with what ovaries?
We don't have the equipment.
We don't have the equipment for that.
The space alien shit is going to make it happen.
Where's it coming from?
What are you talking
It's coming from its sexual organ is where it's coming from.
So you have sex with a woman.
Yes.
That's an alien.
Yes.
And then you get pregnant. You're saying, would you get pregnant with a half alien child?
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Do I shit it out?
Yes, that's how it comes out.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Same. Amin?
That's when Leguizamo says, "My children have been saved, and I just."
Shank's going in the house solo. Leo hands him a massive gun. I did like him moving that around in the tiny Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Not a lot of room there.
That's Colonel Clink, and he's climbing through Xantha's window. I'll be right back. And then Aries Spears whispers, "Karate time. Karate time." I laughed. That's a golden dumpster.
Pistario's explaining his ancestral roots to the women, and he's walking and he's talking.
I mean, I don't even really know what to say about his description.
Well, you can just check out the picture.
Hatted. That's what he says. And he keeps it going.
Shank accidentally shoots the mom in the ass with a dart. She passes out. He says it was kosher. Then he accidentally shoots Xantha with the dart. Dad comes down the stairs, can't find his pills.
He's 10 feet away.
He's right there.
Both times that he shoots somebody, everybody looks at the person who got shot, doesn't notice the massive gun in the foreground.
There's no way.
Pop says Latin food gives him gas.
Yes, what did you do to my family?
Pest mentions that he might be prone to celebrate Rosh Hashanah, and bam. Prejudice rears its ugly little head again.
Message.
He sees Gustav get up behind the dad, so he pulls out his John Morant gun, shoots past him, hits a mirror.
How many rounds does this tiny ass gun have?
He's doing the Billy the Kid shooting, hits vases, bowls, everything. The dad says he's a pretty lousy shot for a criminal.
The cat from Bloodsport screeches in the background.
Gustav then shoots the dad with a dart.
Now, Zach, you gave Joe Morton an ass off for his embarrassment at the dinner table, but I got to go ahead and counter that out with an ass on for when he gets hit with his dart.
Yeah, it's not great.
I felt like Joe Morton, serious actor.
Joe Morgan's a baseball player.
Mike Scher's blog.
He probably died correctly first, and they're like, no, you got to ham it up and make it funny.
Oh.
I don't know how to do that. And they'll just do something like a funny face. And
I'm willing to ride with that idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the way he falls, too.
Yes.
The way he slumps over.
Too good of an actor.
Ninja bursts through the door, shrieking opally, flipping around, gets hit right in the torso with the dart, collapses to the ground.
German Derek walks in, gets shot with the dart.
Says, I really hate you. Shank growls, let's get this little game over. He's out of darts. Pest starts dancing and taunting him, calls him a big sucker butt. Sing-songy, I can't believe you're German. Hits him in the face with the gun. Ow! Runs and crashes through a window. Funky bass line. Boop, dip, 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 dip. It's caught in a tricycle.
He gets in the Jeep.
Spears says, yo, I'm so glad you came. Check it. Would you or would you not have sex with a space alien chick? I think that might be my golden dumpster for the movie.
They drive off.
The intensity with which he did.
I mean, it's on brand. That is 100% something you would do.
Leo says to Gustav they can't track him anymore. Shank calls the Scottish mob and pretends to be, I don't know.
Okay, I don't know what voice. I think this is the Lewis Pinnock.
Yeah.
This is the Lewis Pinnock.
He's either trying to be Scottish.
No, he's not.
Or he's trying to be young, hip Miami guy.
Young guy from Miami.
Mays, I need you to clip it, then clip Charlie Sheen, also clip Steve Martin, then also clip Seth Green, and Can't Hardly Wait. Back to back to back. The supercut of white people trying to talk quote unquote cool for comedic purposes.
What do you mean cool?
Oh, yo, sup, yo? Listen up. I got the 411 on Pest Vargas, Mamacita.
Who is this?
This is the bomb. And all that. You know, listen. The word up is that Pest Vargas has ghosted your nuggets and is gonna skip the hood in the morning, homie.
Why are you telling me this? What's he done to you?
Well, you know, he called my mother a big fat Scottish slut.
We'll take care of it.
It's like a G-dog on a fly tip, flossing with the pussy, cutting in the crib.
There any of you homies holding ass to Jimmy High? Because I'm all about crunching some of that boozy fanny tonight. Hey, yo, Kareem, baby, what's up?
They decide to hide the only place they think a German would not try to find them, a synagogue, and then they say, hello. Oh, bruh.
Oh, boy. Tubi had an ad break right in the middle of this.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes from they see the stained glass window. Next thing I know, they're on stage at a bar mitzvah dressed as Orthodox Jews. I'm sure there wasn't a whole lot more there, but it was so jarring.
It goes straight from that to them being on stage. But the good news is they're just dressed like Hasidic Jews. There's no other affectations they're doing, right, Zach?
Totally, yeah. They don't do anything else.
My note, Mayes, no matter what Amin says, they did not give us the drop for Do the Voice.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is absolutely unhinged, throwing out crazy Yiddish.
Clip it, don't clip it. I don't know, man.
No, we're not clipping this. Stein. That's all. That's all you need to know. You throw Steen on a Stein, done.
Scottish man calls Angus and says he's found him.
Not a Scottish man. A Scottish Hasidic.
Oh, let's put an ish on the end of that. Okay.
A Jewish Scot.
Yeah, there we go.
Is that better for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott Weinberg.
Oh, no.
Supercharge that.
But according to Zach, there's something special about that guy in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Supercharged edition. Can't spill the beans on that. Now the GPS tracker throws up a synagogue graphic like it's Civilization or something.
Mm-hmm.
Germans cackle in delight.
Civilization file.
Now they're going to try to hide in a private party. These white guys get problematic with Pistario when he has to hook them up.
That's the writer of the movie.
Call them the Ope twins.
Same no two bros. Jesse and Chester. It's the Paris Club parking lot. Parties are never mad. They're angry. Duh. Private party. Cheech.
I genuinely have no idea what's happening with this music battle and car dancing.
Yes.
Before we get to that, we get Spears and Legs doing the Beavis and Butthead as a retaliation.
Yes.
To the racist things that were presented to them. Then we get this music battle, and I said, amazing filmmaking here to mimic these effects.
Amazing?
Amazing filmmaking.
Interesting.
You guys are harsh. Actually, you guys suck. Pest tells Chubbs to get stupid, Black Eyed Peas style. He flips a switch. A rack of more switches and buttons come out of the glove box.
The mixer.
Let's party till we're dudes.
This movie's Taxi.
Duh.
So the white guys counter by popping a tape in their car. I love rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
I have no fucking clue what's happening right now. Is this the race war?
It's also not Joan Jett's I Love Rock and Roll.
No.
It's some weird royalty-free version.
It's a Scotsman at Karaoke's Joan Jett. That's what it is. He's hitting buttons, hydraulics, huge speakers. It turns the Jeep into a Burning Man art car. And then this song...
Get stupid.
I can get stupid.
You know what to do. Spank 'em, brother. Let's party till we do. Party. Go right, boy. Go right, boy. Go right. Everybody. Crank it down. Go right.
It
all around.
Do you know who performed this song?
I'm guessing John Leguizamo.
Well, John Leguizamo co-wrote it.
Ari Spears.
It was Romani Malco.
Oh, wow.
Of 40-Year-Old Virgin fame.
Mention any movie he's ever done. His Twitter account will like it.
So mention this song, Spank It, from the movie The Pest.
Or tweet about Las Vegas.
We'll mention him in the post.
Yep.
But yes, that was the deep cut of the year. They must be friends. That's insane. The white guys look scared as their Trans Am rattles, then explodes. They pass out and their tickets are stolen.
All the people dancing outside, ass on.
I said, are they doing a Beavis and Butthead voice? Do you need the rights to that?
No, man. As long as you don't say Beavis or Butthead. If we just talk like this.
Yeah.
It's like me doing my Obama. What are you going to do about it?
What is that, bird law covering you? What are you talking about?
Inside Paris, they're self-expositioning that they're in the house, 20 CB. Angus's multiple Scotsmen are there. Plaid everywhere. They call the ninja, who wakes up from his trank dart on the floor of Xantha's house. Pest howls at him. Tactical redundancy. Here's what we're doing.
Later, masturbator.
He says that Xantha's butt will soak up all the poison from the dart.
The Germans are there. Gustav beats up a guy in the dressing room. Pistario runs into an Asian man and gets a problematic idea.
Oh, 104 Mark comes out of the bathroom dressed like the Asian dude with the I Want to Be Ninja music playing in the background.
Oh, no. What is...
Not the...
Oh, Ninja's the other guy.
No.
Dun, 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 dun. The saddest guy you've ever seen is singing karaoke by himself, and Amin just invited him to come hang out, join everybody during live show weekend. Come on, you seem cool.
When he sits down, he starts talking to German Derek. I said, Ope has a 50-point lead on any other horseman right now.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over.
Throw the damn tile. It's done.
He wants a tip by Honda stock.
Unbelievable.
Jesus Christ.
Let's keep it rolling. Somehow Ninja is already there, flirting with two dames.
Oh, that's not how you talk to a dame.
He tells Himmel that he's a ninja warrior. Pest's unintentional hand raising means he's singing next. Stammering racism. Chooses a favorite TV song selection.
Bonanza.
Racistly sings the Bonanza theme song.
Why? Why Bonanza?
Because it's Gilligan's Island's era.
Was there a joke that I didn't get other than the reference?
No, this is clearly the TV that he grew up watching.
Right.
Either him or his buddy who wrote it in 3 days. More than that in the trivia.
Sits next to Himmel, asks if he recognizes the singer. That is Pest Vargas, you idiot. Shakes his shoulders. More racist Japanese singing. Calls Shank round eye. Says he's two things you would get at a sushi restaurant. But Shank has had the pleasure of hunting those two things from a sushi restaurant. Then he mimes seppuku.
Shogun.
Shank draws a gun. Pest tosses pheromones on him. You defend yourself with a puny vial of cat piss.
Now a dog pile of gentlemen.
Everybody in the room is attracted to Shank. Love theme plays again.
This is also 20 CB homophobia, right?
Yeah. It's also preview of Hawaii.
Oh, shit.
Who's at the bottom of the dog pile?
Subscribe to find out.
You got the pheromone?
Scottish mob pulls a gun on them outside, throw him in a limo. Angus is in there with the Scottish gentleman. Angus wants him to do an impression he likes so much, so he does the Scottish guy from Star Trek.
The Italians don't make him do that, though.
Captain, I cannot do it. The dilithium crystals are breaking up. She's got to blow.
This is how 21st century man my brain was. I thought the impression he was going to do was...
Fat bastard?
No, Braveheart.
Oh.
That is way too recent of a reference for John Leguizamo, this movie. It's only things that are 30 years old.
No, yeah.
Pest tries to escape. Angus draws a gun. Where's my money? Pest says he'll pay tomorrow. Denied. Offers collateral.
What's the day after today? Tomorrow. And I said, you almost said it. Future Cinephobe.
Offers up his best friend.
They both wait with bated breath. And he says, ninja. And I said, oh! Ari Spears starts celebrating. I'm like, wait, what are you doing? Oh, that's 21st century, ma'am.
But he is hurt that Pest said Ninja is his best friend. And then Pest says, why do you think I said him? Because you're really my best friend. Ha.
Cut to the docks. Gustav calls Pistario.
Got his whole family. He's got Xantha's family. He's got malaria for some reason. Malaria, short end of the stick.
Malaria's back. All right, cool. Now we get to see if that butt is fat.
Nope.
You do that and you're going to be in big trouble, mister. Jail even. Can you say prison, bitch?
Well, prison broad.
Tomorrow I return to my homeland where I regain my status as a citizen of Germany, but first I have to settle up with you. That's not how any of that works.
I'm glad we're getting that plot line established now. He doesn't have citizenship.
Yeah.
Send me a postcard, a fax if you can. 20 minutes to show up, or you're going to be one lonely little Latino.
Oh.
Pest asks Shank to start with malaria. Haha, because he doesn't like her.
He mimes shooting everybody.
Shank turns around, laughs. Don't be so jumpy. Mom asks why Shank is hunting Pest. He makes up a secret agent backstory. Actually, I lied. I'm hunting him because no one will miss an inconsequential piece of flotsam like him.
And his dad says, that makes a little more sense, you know?
A lot more sense, actually, Dad.
Mom gets upset. Jeep arrives.
They get to the pier. They're in camo.
They find the gun stash from New Alcatraz waiting for them in this boat.
Corrupt is there.
Be all you can be. Yeah, don't ask, don't tell, right?
20 CB.
What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. Well, just checking.
But that was a new reference.
Yes, this was dominating.
That year, probably.
Oh, my God. Don't ask, don't tell as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
That was how you delivered your 20 CB homophobia. If you were witty and on top of the news, right? I'm very topical with my jokes. Hey, man, what you doing touching me like that? I was like, hey, man, don't ask, don't tell. Ha, 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 ha.
They inch over to an overlook where the family is. He whispers the plan to Chubby. Now he's in the ship shouting for Gustav. Welcome to the love boat. I'm your waiter, Isaac. He's taunting him, telling him he's getting warmer.
Are we sure references in The Horseman?
It's Hope.
Yes.
It's Hope.
Do you want to go back to karaoke or
you want me to send some more pictures?
The bar mitzvah or
send some more pictures is fucking awfully incriminating.
The dinner with the parents,
which was a lot like the dinner in fucking Soul Man, by the way, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Talks into a walkie-talkie, confusing him. Shank is chasing shadows. Now he starts doing a Cornholio impression. Beavis and Butthead, 20 CB. What do you got left after smoking a huge cigar? A big butt.
Speaking of big butts, what's the deal with the friend? Are we going to confirm or deny?
Gustav's trying to track him down. He's right behind him, like literally step for step right behind him. Then he's hiding. Gustav openly fires. Pistario's hiding again. You got me, Gustav. You got me laughing at you. Gustav threatens to kill Xantha. He calls him saggy cheeks.
Oh.
If I come out, you got to let her go. Deal. Comes out in a bomb squad outfit. Maybe. It wasn't him. It was Chubby. They got the drop on Gustav.
Film noir.
There's only one pest that can't be exterminated. He opens fire at their feet.
He opens fire at his family.
Mm-hmm.
Waving it around, not aiming.
Yes.
Slides down the staircase, dancing around. Shank asks Pest how it feels if he remembers their little toast on the island. Poison the drink, and it kills in exactly 18 hours.
Escape from LA.
You are so diabolical, sir. Yeah, coach. Yeah, you're so diabolical. Yeah.
The 50K is in a safety deposit box at Miami Central Bank.
This is the best. Why don't I just tell you where the money is since Half Past Dead? When he says, you ever been to the Trinity Alps? You should check it out. You should go.
Half Past Dead Award.
You should go. Nice.
He starts dancing like a bingo to prove that he's fine. Then he collapses.
Did you guys notice there's a hit?
Oh, they were rewinding it.
Or this, or this, or this, or this.
German Derek says he cheated.
Not now, Himmel.
We'll discuss this at home. You'll have to shoot me first. So he shoots him.
Oh, he's wearing a bulletproof vest. Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Cut to the bank. Gustav is there. He goes in the room by himself. There's just a note in the safety deposit box. It says, answer the phone.
It's Pest.
It's Pistario.
The poison should have killed him, but he puked it all up.
Oh.
Close personal friend, the German ambassador, liberated all his money. A lot more than 50K in there. Also helped out with his eccentric hunting activities. Shank gets arrested. Pest is in a costume.
Why?
As the German ambassador.
Why?
With a monocle and a mustache. Like he's going to a Zach Harper photo shoot.
Why?
Shank tries to assault him.
Zach, I asked the same question when I saw that headshot of you with the monocle and the mustache.
Why? He has the confidence to slap Shank, pick his nostrils, lick his face.
But I have the downright perverse impudence and lack of love for my fellow man to do this. Therefore, I must be the ambassador.
It's not even German.
Our feet are the same. Goodbye to you and you and you.
Pest rips off his suit like Velcro. Scottish limo pulls up, tosses Ninja out on the ground in a kilt. Jeep pulls up. Himmel's driving. Himmel's part of the crew now. German Derek.
This is a real Zoolander crew now.
Jitterbug.
Oh.
Now, nobody called anybody a JB.
They throw money.
They only got 50,000.
No, they got more than that.
No, there was a lot more. There was some exposition.
Xantha tells him to get his white ass in the Jeep. He corrects her. His half black buttocks. Go Ninja license plate, CT5 license plates.
And in case you're wondering, is the OP over? Nope. We're going to redo the opening scene for the closing credits.
Who cares if you lose the game? You got this off your chest. I mean, it's just one night of bar trivia.
One night of bar trivia is sacrosanct to us.
Trivia is sacrosanct. John Leguizamo really wanted to make a movie, so he and his best friend at the time, David Barkatz at the time, love that little detail there, came up with the idea for the Pest and wrote a treatment together. Leguizamo bet Katz $1,000 that he couldn't write the screenplay for it. Then Katz had written it in 3 days. It also should be noted that Katz had never written a movie prior to this. Leguizamo wrote a lot of gags in the film, such as the opening shower sequence. Leguizamo later admitted that now he would, quote, probably do things a little differently, like spending a month on the script instead of 3 days, and that he, quote, kind of fucked up.
Zach, do you remember the scene where the Pest plays ball with the kids at the playground?
Yes.
Well, that's because during test screenings, audiences thought the character was unlikable, so they added that scene to give him likability.
When he went Shaquille on their butts.
So this movie was an hour and 18 minutes before they added this scene?
Yep. Sounds right.
Okay.
The atmosphere on set was always fun and energetic, partly because of the sense of improvisation which infused the production. Director Paul Miller would come in with general ideas. John Leguizamo had very definite ideas about his character. Writer David Barkatz would often have ideas about the bigger picture of the story and how a given scene would integrate into the rest of the film. So they just showed up on set.
Zach, do you remember the scene where Ninja and Chubby pull up in the car and tell Pest the exposition about his scams not working and watch out for Scottish Mob?
Yeah.
They shot that after principal photography because test audiences were confused as to why they were friends with the Pest.
So yeah, 2 scenes from the beginning of the movie needed to be added because they didn't have enough context.
So it was an hour and 15 minutes.
Originally received an R rating from the MPAA, a scene where the Pest participates in BDSM was cut out to get the film to a PG-13.
Saw that in the credits, yeah.
You can see a brief snippet of this cutscene during the credits.
Gustav's house, where the Pest delivers the food, is the same house from the elevator scene in Scarface. Frank Lopez crib elevators and living rooms.
Also, his mansion was previously used in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective as Ron Camp's mansion. Maybe that was the Island Mansion?
Yes, this is the Star Island Mansion.
Jamie Kennedy auditioned for the role of Gustav's son, German Derek.
The movie was originally supposed to be released in October of 96. It was pushed to early February 1997. They claim this was done to avoid another TriStar comedy, High School High, but as we all know, movies that are released in February basically are sent to die.
Are usually the best.
Yeah, no, the opposite.
This is one of the only comedy films in which John Leguizamo is playing the lead. After this film, he was set to create and star in another comedy for Paramount Pictures called, quote, The Bastard, in which he was to play a half Puerto Rican, half Brit, claiming the throne through an illegitimate birth. However, the film never came to happen.
That's just King Ralph.
Yeah, but Puerto Rican.
Hey, Zach, do you remember the opening shower scene where he was rapping and using bingo words?
I sure do.
They shot that over 2 days.
2 days?
2 days to shoot
It took
that.
2 days?
Yeah, it's a lot of costume changes, man.
Costume?
Hold on, Zach. What costume? I'll send you this picture. Look at this photograph.
Oh.
Last piece of trivia I have here. The scene where Leguizamo is bitten by the snake, he was actually bitten by a snake during one of the takes. When the snake bit him, it wouldn't let go, so the trainer had to pry it off his leg. When it finally got off, he was rushed to the hospital to remove the fangs that were still stuck in his leg.
Kind of being abroad there.
When the Pest falls down to pretend that he's been poisoned, John Leguizamo fell too hard and chipped his clavicle. The bird in the opening song was John Leguizamo's actual pet bird and would take it along with him everywhere.
What is this, DeAndre Jordan and the fucking bearded dragon?
Repeat offender for the cockatoo, because you guys remember from Taxi.
No, I don't.
That's what Jimmy Fallon blames the sting.
How many times are we going to compare this movie to Taxi?
Who brings their pet to a stakeout? And a cockatoo? Come on, man. Poor choice. Left.
The Pest was pulled from theaters after 6 weeks, and it was released on the same day, February 7th, 1997, as, put the town on alert, Dante's Peak.
Wow.
No way.
A day that will live in Cinephobe infamy forever.
Wow. There's your daisy chain.
Amin.
Wait a second. Hold on.
Release dates.
I know it's on Peacock. Fuck that.
Dante's Peacock.
I'd like you all to do an experiment on a plant, something that may benefit mankind. And if you devise something that groundbreaking, I guarantee you a A in this course.
Oh, well, hold on, man. You firing me? You can't do that, Lionel. Look, man, if you don't want me to have a foreman job, I understand, but I need my fucking job, man.
Louis Pinnock, Accent Award. Jesus. Every impression Leguizamo does, too many to count. Jeffrey Jones German, Tom McClyster German, The Scottish Mob, and then Jeffrey Jones Shank on the phone calling Angus.
That's the one that locked it up for him, because now we have basically a Robert Downey Jr. Tropic Thunder scenario.
He's a dude disguised as a dude. Pretend to be another dude.
Yep.
So you want Jeffrey Jones German and phone call?
Yeah.
Let's show them who the horsemen are, guys.
Yeah, we got soul.
Five Horsemen had racism, but you guys said, "Oh, we're going ope."
One last plea for 20 CB annoyances. Not just 20 CB, but annoyances. I liked it. And also reference. There's a lot of references in this movie, man.
There sure is. Check the chat.
Okay. You want to send one more piece?
No, just, I don't know. Maybe send it again.
Oh, okay. I'll send it again.
Send this shit back and forth.
I don't think I got it yet, but I think a third one in there will really.
To be clear, are we not posting this in Instagram, or are we posting it and we're just blurring it out or putting like a black censored sticker?
We are absolutely not putting this on Instagram.
Okay.
Are you fucking high?
Me needed a clarification on that.
What?
Just in case.
Just need to be clarified. Oh my God, it's echoing across the chat.
It's just so.
Breathe in through nose, out the mouth.
Ass on, ass off.
Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex. Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex.
Ass on, fucking ass off. Ass on, fucking ass off.
Michael Biehn Memorial Ass On Award. I had Joe Morton as Pop Kent when he gets tranked. I mean, is it like Leguizamo?
No, he's not ass on.
No.
He doesn't quite rise to the levels needed to carry this movie.
He's doing what he's supposed to do.
Did you just send it again, Zach? What the fuck?
The whole chat.
Come on, man. Doesn't need to be meta. We get it.
Is it malaria? Who is ass on?
No, it can't be malaria. Not until I see that ass.
What?
I mean,
I don't know.
Oh, I'll tell you who it is. Either the white guys they battle with or white guy in the beginning of the movie with the soccer ball.
Oh, him. Yeah, he's bad. The athletic Latino guy.
Or the snake that bit him.
Ooh.
You know what? Yeah, snake that bit him.
The rubber snake or the real snake?
The real snake.
Okay.
Zach said it like, how would I give ass on to an inanimate object?
What ass off? I'll give ass off to that Pepsi sign all day.
Carl Weathers Memorial Ass Off Award. I had the African American head on the wall in the trophy room. I had Eduardo Ballerini as German Derek.
Yeah.
Kind of won me over by the end of the movie.
I think he's actually like pretty solid.
Yeah, he was solid. I thought Leguizamo got the job done. I thought Ari Spears was good.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I did, man. Why are you saying no, I didn't?
You know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening. But I give it to Jeffrey Jones. He locked it up.
The piano.
When Leguizamo asked, you play? And he sheepishly looks at his manservant like, yeah.
I'm with it.
Are you good at keeping secrets?
Absolutely.
Because I've got a present for you. Secret present outside by the dumpster.
Is it a baseball mitt?
It fits you like a baseball mitt, like a glove, I hope.
Golden Dumpster nominees. The opening song, Himmel's Snake, was named Cocteau, like the French playwright 9, after my 2 favorite body parts. The Germans presenting Pest with his tools. John Morant's gun, pocket knife, and 3 inches of rope. And when the Jeep Voltrons into a Burning Man art car and defeats the white boys.
I also have, why do they call you fat loser boy? Because I'm fat and I don't win? Well, we're going to change that. I meant the part about winning. There's also Mr. Chung. Yes. Can I talk to you here, please? Okay. Can I talk to you over here? Okay. No, over here. Okay. No, over here. Okay. Sean Connery's birthday. The leg press machine, where it says, we will do as many reps as you can. Finish in 1 minute. Ready? Go. And he goes, 1. I want you to take him out. Why me? I want you to feel the utter ecstasy that comes from feeling the throbbing force of a man's life when it's in your hands. I'm sold. Does it scare you that I arouse the passions of the dark continent? The boost of power that Derek does very eagerly. Karate Time Whisper, and my pick, which I locked in earlier. Yo, I'm so glad you came. Check it. Would you or would you not have sex with a space alien chick?
Maze, what's your golden dumpster?
It feels like it should be the opening song, but I'm going to go with Cocteau Formula. 9, after my 2 favorite body parts.
Zach.
Mine is the opening scene.
Yep, there it is. Wait, now, do you have any photographic evidence? From
my God, are you kidding me? Do I?
Well, you picked it, motherfucker, Maze.
Motherfucker. I like that.
Phobophile.
Wow, it's like the first time Amin has ever done that.
Because Zach's too busy looking for fucking incriminating photos, apparently.
We've had people recommend this movie to us.
Really?
Yes. I've seen people submit this submission. It has a surprisingly high audience score. I mean, it's got a higher audience score than everything we've done this year except for
Madam Word,
Law Abiding Citizen.
Oh.
So it's the second highest audience score of 2024. It's also the 6th highest spread, the difference between audience and critics in history. It's up there.
Jesus.
I didn't know what to expect. I like John Leguizamo in concept. I've seen him in stuff. I think he's funny. I think he's talented.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we get in the fucking shower, I said, oh no.
Been there.
Once we got wet.
Complete with the oh no.
Yeah.
It's a super easy phobe. This is up there with worst movies of the year, along with Men at Work. It had some real Men at Work vibes.
Get the fuck out of here, Men at Work. Men at Work's great.
Why did you have to sideswipe?
Because Men at Work sucked, and this had a lot of similarities to it.
Not even close in any way. I mean,
this movie reminded me of Jupiter Ascending.
Good one.
In that it was picked by Mayes and it was fucking awful. It's a phobe. Holy shit. Are you trying to do this? Ever since you brought to my attention that like we phobed every one of your picks.
Now he's trying to like reverse psychologize the reverse psychology.
I don't know what he's trying to do.
He's chaining off a Scotsman.
I went in, I was like, you know what? Let me.
I think he's sick of doing this podcast.
Well, yeah.
He's trying to end it.
This can't be the answer, right? I'm just going to make it more awful.
I mean, if I got sick of it, I would definitely go nuclear. So I get it.
You just start picking the worst movies ever?
I got a list.
I didn't know how bad this is going to be.
Wait a second.
I got an end the pod list.
Yeah.
You have a doomsday list?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about? He's had a doomsday list since fucking
the
rental wars.
I haven't even touched it.
You know how the nuclear codes get passed from president to president? Zach still has the nuclear codes from the rental wars.
The football?
Still my term.
Analog notes. Worth a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Zach? Over file.
Oh, phobe. I hadn't seen it since 97, 98 whenever I rented a Blockbuster. I only remember the opening scene, saw it again recently and thought, oh no, God, I hope we never do that. And then you picked it like a week later and here we are. So no, I fucking hate it.
Oh, God damn it.
From your mind to my pick.
At Talk Hoops, at Darth Amin, at Corn Puzzle, at Cinephobe Pod, at Count the Dings. Send us your phobe file, your golden dumpster, ass on, ass off, Five Horsemen, Louis Pinnock. And if you do, for some reason, file this movie, I need one decent reason why. Doesn't have to be a good one, just a decent.
I thought you were going to go in a different direction. I thought you say if you file this movie, just keep it to yourself. Don't tell us. I don't want to know.
If you filed it to this movie,
filed it did,
then I need to know.
Both it did.
Shit.
Next time we make love, you introduce me to Jade.
All right, I mean, what's next?
All right, guys. So,
and what's the daisy chain?
The daisy chain is pretty interesting because I had a lot of ways to go. Mentioned Dante's Peak being out there, but given that the fact by the time we do this next week, it will be a rental, that's off the list right there. Ironically, another daisy chain that I thought about was Scottish People.
Oh.
I was going to go into the Gerard Butler verse and go with Geostorm because I thought Geostorm would then set up Zach to take Dante's Peak down the line. But now knowing again that Dante's Peak is going to be a rental, that doesn't make any sense to go down that path either.
Also, I like him trying to make your pick for you, Zach. I'm sure you would have loved that and done exactly what he wanted.
You don't know where I'm going.
I wasn't going to mention it. I was just going to pick Geostorm and then see where that leads Zach.
Geostorm's long, man.
Oh, I didn't even look at all that.
I saw it in the theater.
Guys, I'm going to take a different kind of daisy chain, maybe a little bit more focused and nuanced. How much was John Leguizamo going to make if he survived the 24 hours?
$50,000.
$50,000. This is a nice round sum of money, particularly in the 20 CB in 1997.
Mm-hmm.
It reminded me of the $50,000 that Artie Lang and Norm Macdonald needed. Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing dirty work.
Put me down for a file. Put it on that spreadsheet, Maze.
I refuse to do your dirty work.
It's going to be a green sweep.
Easily.
And this ain't one of those, I haven't seen it in a long time. Watch that shit like 6 months ago.
Yeah, I watched it within the last year.
We're just going to be laughing at their jokes.
Yeah.
I've got nothing to add. And we finally get to canonize one of my favorite scenes.
What's your favorite scene, I mean?
The dead hooker scene?
Dead hooker scene is a great scene, but
that's probably my golden dumpster.
I'm telling you what my golden dumpster is right now. We can actually do this episode right now.
Let's do the pod. Let's do it right now.
I could just knock it out right now.
Welcome to Cinephobe.
Yeah.